Yo, what's going on, brothers? What is going on? What is going on? IP here, International Passport. If you can hear me, brothers, type a one in the live stream chat. Type a one. Who is here? Who is here? How you bros doing, man? How you bros doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Who's here, man? How's the audio, man? Is the audio clean? Is it crisp? So just let me know, man. Let me know. Who's here? Who's here, brothers? Audio's good. We coming live and clear. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Who's here, man? Ebro's good. Audio kind of shaky. How's the audio, man? Is it good? Who else is here? Capo Price says my audio is good. Ross says my audio is kind of shaky. Who's here, man? Is my audio good? Okay, perfect. So, brothers, what's going on, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. You're doing good. IP here again for a future classic live stream. Um, Special announcements first, brothers. Uh, make sure, brothers, you you join the Patreon. I'll be dropping some Patreon content in the coming days. A lot of Patreon coming days. So if you do the Patreon, that's pinned in the actual chat. New countries, new vibes on the Patreon, right? Discussions about travel coming on the Patreon very, very soon, right? So, throughout tonight, hit the audio's. Okay, hold on. Let me try to fix this. I'll fix it. Let me see. How's the audio now? Good. The audio should be good. Let me, is my audio good? Okay, hold on. Let me try and just close a few things down. Give me a sec. I kind of what's going on. I know what's going on. And I stumbled onto you, and you said our fates were green. Looks like pennies for sale. How's the audio now? I know what's going on. Hold on, let me just fix this audio stuff. Give me a sec. Better? Okay, hold on. Audio's better now? I'm just checking some things in the background. Give me a sec. Audio should be getting better right now. And you said our fates were cruel. How's the audio? Audio better now? Is the audio better? Awesome. Okay, perfect. I know what's going on. I'm just fixing some things in the background. Give me a sec. Audio is better. Perfect. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do over here is make it even better. Give me a second. Okay. Audio should be coming in clean right now. Perfect. Perfect. So, brothers, let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. So, the title of this live stream, right, is called right? The title is called Should Passport Bros Adopt the Black Pill and Looksmaxxing Trend? Okay. Now, I thought I'd discuss this because, like, I'll give you a personal example about me. Okay. I'm a passport bro. And over the past couple of weeks and months, I've been on a journey, right, to try and get my face more slim and grow prominent cheekbones and get a square jawline. Okay. Now that might sound crazy, but I felt like I had to do it because I feel like we live in a world where height really matters. Okay. Due to our 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6 foot, right, have a much easier time pulling women than any other group of dudes. Okay. Height is literally, in most cases, everything in making your day in life more successful. Okay. So I reached a point where, okay, so I'm not 6'5", I'm not 6'4". What else can I do to make myself more attractive in the dating market? Okay. Because as men, right, I feel like we reached a point where you know, having a passport may not be enough. The world is getting more globalized. The social media is everywhere. So how you look, right, and how you present yourself is extremely important. So I'll tell you my journey, right? So I started thinking about, okay, what can I change personally in my personal life? I can't change my height, okay? However, I can change my face and how I look and how I present myself and come across. So essentially, right, I've been on a journey to try and get square jawlines, okay? And I've noticed how, right, I'm women have been looking at me a lot more. I'll be real with you. And I feel like, brothers, right now, I'm about to tell you a crazy cheat code. Okay. If you are, right, a brother that is not very tall, okay, you need to focus on two things. Okay. Getting your face as slim as possible, right? And getting a low body fat. Right? I'll break it down for you, okay? So over the past couple of weeks, right, I've been working about getting my face slimmer and getting a very low body fat. And I've noticed as to how women have been treating me very differently. I'm getting more looks from women. Women have been looking at me. Women have been kinder to me. It's crazy just how lowering your body fat and getting a slim face. Now I'm at a point where I have a square jawline. Where I don't know if that's genetics or whether I've trained my jaw to become more prominent, right? And I'm seeing women look at me. I'm seeing women check for me. I've also got to a point where my body fat is extremely, extremely low, to the point where you can see veins in my thighs, bro. Now, I'm not at a point where veins are on my forehead, right? That's where I'm leaning towards too. I want to see veins in my forehead and veins on my, on my neck. Okay, I'm aiming for 8% body fat. Okay, I'm at around 12% body fat right now. Okay, so at this point in time, right, I'm seeing just how women treat men with low body fat percentage and having a square jawline. Now, I'm a passport bro, right? And I feel like you can't be an average passport bro in 2026. You can't be a passport bro that's overweight, that has bad skin, that doesn't dress good. That you need to adopt some sort of Looksmaxxing on yourself, right? It's come to a point where brothers can't just say, "Hey, I got my passport," but you're sloppy, right? You're fat. You look dusty, right? You don't wear the clothes, right? That suit how you look. You don't wear the clothes that that, how do I say it, that complement your shape, your skin tone. You can't just go abroad, right? Hey, I got my passport, everything's good. No, it's not. No, it's not good, bro. It's not. Now I'm seeing foreign women becoming more okay, right? You being American isn't enough. I'm seeing that because I'll give you an example, right? Okay. Now let's take Japan for example. And shout out to our legend. You're in Ghana right now, brother. Brother, reach out to me on IG, brother. Let's set up that Ghana stream. That'd be awesome, bro. Okay. So it comes to a point where, for example, Japan, okay? Or no, South Korea. South Korean dudes are some of the most clean-cut dudes you ever meet. And right now, South Korean men are extremely popular. Look how they look, bro. Look what they wear. The average South Korean guy, right? He's not wearing white shirt. He's not wearing a blue shirt. He's a pale skinned dude, and he's wearing black because black complements white skin very well. Black complements pale skin very, very, very well. Notice how Korean men, Japanese men, Chinese men, Asian people in general always wear black for the most part. So you see how, right, they know what works for them. For a lot of black men, right, for a lot of black men, I'll be real with you, okay? They don't get the game. I'm gonna just go out there and everything will be good. But you're overweight, right? You're a dark skinned brother, but you're wearing black. Well, how can you be a dark skinned brother and wear black? Are you kidding me, bro? If you're a dark skinned brother, right, you need to be wearing bright colored clothes, light blue tee, white tee, yellow tee, orange tee, right? So black pill, right? So how you look, right, is, I believe, very important right now as a passport, bro. Like your face, right, is the entry to your success. You can't be sloppy looking at this point in time. In fact, 5 years ago, right, you could have got away right, looking like a bum 5 years ago. In fact, there's been times where I've traveled to a country, I wasn't looking my best. I was bummy looking. you know, I was in, night tech fleeces, right? I'll keep it a buck. I was wearing Timberland boots on the beach. I'm kidding, but you know where I'm going, right? And I was still getting play. Now, I can't wear night tech fleeces, right? Gold chain, Timberland boots when I go abroad in 2026 and get a chick, because that kind of style doesn't match with my figure and my look. I'll keep it buck with you. So as a passport bro, right, I've personally adopted that black pill Looksmaxxing mindset. Looksmaxxing has changed my life. I'll keep it a buck. What does that mean? So again, right, my body fat right now is 12%. Life changed for me when I reached 12% body fat. Life changed for me when I reached 10% body fat. I can't believe it, bro. I really can't believe it. Life literally changed for me, right? I'm at a point where I got veins in my arms, veins in my thighs, right? The goal is to get veins in on my neck and my forehead, right? And despite me being 12% body fat, I'm still seeing women give me a lot of play. I'm seeing women check for me a lot more. It's insane. I'm getting looks. I'm getting looks, right? I'm at a point where my body fat is so low, my jawline popping, right? I see that. I see that. Actually, I'll show you a pic, right? I see that angle on my jaw, right? I'll show you a pic right now, right? My jaw. Where like I'm at a point where it's like that's what I had to do. That's simply what I had to do just to get play. I can't believe it, bro. Listen, for me, this black pill Looksmaxxing trend that's going on has changed my life, bro. And all it took was lean maxing. I'm gonna show you like my jawline right now, okay? Black man jawline, okay? My jawline popping right now, bro. It's like I got hollow cheeks, right? That like sometimes I suck my cheeks in as well to make it more prominent, right? And I see women checking like literally, listen, like this right here is a game. It's a game changer. If you can get right, if you can get right a jawline like this, it doesn't matter what height you got, bro. Right, you're in, right? I'm gonna show you, bro, because I'm getting a lot of play right now, and it feels weird. It feels weird. That's all it took. A jawline, and me having veins all over my arms. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what's going on here, right? I feel like Superman right now. It's mad, bro. It's mad. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Look at this. Look at this. Right. Right now, my jawline is like that. So I have so basically my cheekbones on my left ear and my right ear, they're slightly protruding. They're coming out, and it's very bony. So yeah, it's basically like, yeah. So what you see there on the right, is exactly my jawline right there. It's slightly bony, when I suck in my cheeks, right, I get that line as well. That line, that jawline right there, with a lean body, veiny body, has been a game changer to me. And plus, I got a little goey here as well. Like, I know Jam says IP, shave your beard off, man. I ain't shaving it off, bro. Like, I have like a little goatee, a little goatee on my chin. I have no mustache, and bro, it's been a game changer, man. It's been a game changer. Mad, mad. Mad. So I feel like as a passport bro, right, you can't be actually, in fact, I feel like black men have to reach 12% body fat. I feel like black men have to reach 12% body fat. If you're not at 12% body fat, you're losing right now. I'm sorry, right? Because I'm at a point where, like, I look at this guy right here. Literally, I literally look like this guy right here, bro. And it's mad. It's mad. Plus my, again, I'm a dark skinned brother. So again, I'm wearing bright colored clothes. I'm wearing white tees. I'm wearing blue tees. I'm wearing, bright green tees. I'm wearing green shirt, black trousers, white trainers or white sneakers, right? I'm wearing white tee, blue jeans, white sneakers. Okay. And that kind of dressing style, right, is showing women are looking at me. Who's this dark skinned brother wearing bright clothes, right? So like, and also like, I've also like put like a lot more Vaseline on my lips, so I get like shiny lips, right? I'm getting like so every day, my lips are always shiny, right? And like again, as black men, we have big lips. In fact, brothers, if we have listen, brothers, if we have big lips, right, embrace that ish, bro. Put some Vaseline on there, right? Make sure that's shiny as well. Shiny big lips. Women are checking, bro. Right? I'll be I'm being serious, bro. Get some Vaseline, brothers. Right? Moisturize your lips. Right? Brothers, this is the game right now. As black men, we have a unique look. Right? Right? As black men, we have a unique look. And I'm at a point where, okay, like, we as black men, right, we don't have blue eyes. We as black men, we don't have green eyes, gray eyes, ginger hair, blonde hair. Okay, so what can we do right now, brothers, to enhance our phenotype? And a lot of brothers ain't speaking about that, bro. What can we do right now to enhance our phenotype? So how about we break down Looksmaxxing Black Pill from a passport bro perspective? Should passport bros adopt the Black Pill Looksmaxxing lifestyle? I believe so. Yes, absolutely. Because I'm seeing changes in my life right now. So number one, right, start from the lips, right? Black men, please do not have dry lips. If you have chapped, dry lips, you're losing right now. Your lips should be shiny, bro. Get some Vaseline every hour. Put some Vaseline over your lips, right? Spread that all over, brothers. But black men must have shiny lips. Black men must have shiny, glowing lips, and make sure like you show it, bro. And brothers, do that model pose as well, where the lips are slightly coming out, bro. Brothers, girls love that, bro. Ever since I started putting Vaseline on my lips, brothers, right? Like, brothers, it's been a game changer, man. Game changer, right? So now going upwards, right, brothers, again, like having this kind of jawline is also a game changer for black men. I believe that this jawline right here changed my life, bro. It's mad. It's mad. And guess what, brothers? It's not genetics, brothers. It's about body fat percentage. But black men have to reach 12% body fat. Right now, I'm about 11.5% body fat. I weigh around 69 kilograms. I put on some weight, and I'll be with you, brothers. I had a cheat day the other day. I had 2 back-to-back cheat days. Angelo, no N-word use to my channel, right? So, like, okay, so get your cheekbones popping, bro. Get some wide cheekbones. I'll show you right now. Your cheekbones should be wide here on the left and right side. You want to see it bony. If it's not bony, you lose it. So basically over here on the right side, when you see that line over there like that, okay, you're on the right track, bro. And your eyes should be squinted too. So, brothers, on the bus every day on the train, my eyes are squinting, bro. Like slightly small, right? So shiny big lips, square jawline, nice goatee, right? Sharp eyes, squinting. Brothers, I'm getting a lot of looks, bro. And also, like, find a haircut that works for you as a passport, bro. So right now, brothers, like, I fade my ish, bro. I fade my ish, bro. I keep it real. I fade my stuff. I do like a fade, right? Like fade on the side, got some hair on the top, brothers. And brothers, that's been a game changer for me. Like personally, afros don't suit me, dreads don't suit me. Find a hairstyle that suits you, bro. Perhaps dreads suits you. Perhaps an afro suits you. For me, short hair, faded suits me, bro. And I get play. I get play. Now, what's missing, right? Personally, is having like personally, brothers. If you're a dark skinned black man, right? Okay, like as a passport, bro. Personally, I believe that brothers should rock chains, right? But rock the right chain. So I'm gonna show you this right now. So silver chain on black men. Black men, right, have to rock silver chains because again, you want to contrast your skin tone. Again, we as black men, we don't have blue eyes, we don't have green eyes, right? What we do have, right, is big lips, right? Wide nose. Okay, so let's embrace that as a passport bros. Let's embrace that, right? So I'm gonna show you this over here, right? As to black men wearing a silver chain. Where is it? Black men, silver chain on black men. I'm gonna show you this right now, okay? Now, you see how good, right, a silver chain is on black men, right? Like, I'm gonna show you an image right here. Like, brothers, this is all it takes. Again, I'm personally speaking from my experiences, right? The transformation I've gone through in the last couple of months has been insane. And all it took was getting a square jawline, lowering my body fat, eating right, I'm gonna show you something real quick, right? I'm gonna show you something real quick. That's not what I asked for. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Man, it's a game changer, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like silver chain. Okay, this one here. I just want the image, man. Now, why did Google change the effing image stuff, bro? Like, all I want is the image. Don't give me the whole website, bruv. Just give me the image, bruv. Fucking hell, man. All right, let me show you right now, okay? Let me show you. Share screen, all right? So, black men, silver chain. Notice how, right, you got a dark-skinned brother here, silver chain on. Silver contrasts very well with black skin, right? And notice how this dark-skinned brother here is wearing a bright colored shirt. Notice how he's not wearing black, right? Again, brothers need to adapt around our phenotype. And right now, I'm embracing being a dark-skinned black man. So yes, I rock some chains, bro. I rock chains. I keep it real. Yes, I rock chains, bro. Right? In fact, I feel like me rocking a chain probably changed my life too, bro. Rocking a chain, right? You see, silver on dark skin contrasts very, very well. Notice how he's got a silver chain. He's wearing a bright colored shirt. He's a dark skinned brother. He's got shiny lips. Look at his lips, bro. Look at his lips. They're shiny, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't care anymore, bruv. Right? We as black men have to have to adopt, right? Shiny lips, silver chain, you know, bright colored tee. I'm rocking with that, bruv. Right? Brothers, I'm getting looks. In fact, right now, I look like this guy, bro. Okay, yeah. IP, he uglier than Shrek. Okay, so this black man right here, uglier than Shrek, had to look smacks, bro. And I feel like we as black men, we had to adopt the Looksmaxx thing because again, social media is global. Women in Philippines, women in Brazil, women in Japan, they got social media. They got their own money in their own country and they're putting in work. Listen, Korean dudes in South Korea, do you think that you as a black man, I got my passport, right? I got my passport. I'm gonna just go through South Korea, it'll be easy. Nah, bro. You're competing with top-notch dudes who take every single care of themselves, bro. They look like goddamn movie stars, bro. Goddamn movie stars. Listen, you as passport, bro, you have no choice but to look smacks, bro. You got no choice but to look smacks, bro. And trust me, man. Listen, I ain't no model. I'm not no model dude, bro. I told you before, I'm uglier than Shrek. I'm so ugly, flowers die around me. I'm so ugly, the sun, every time the sun shines on me, the sun frowns, bro, and turns cold. I'm so ugly, right? Shrek ain't got nothing on me, bro. I'm uglier than Shrek. But again, once I got to 12% body fat, once my jawline popping, bro, it was a wrap. It was an absolute wrap. I'm telling you, man, right? This Looksmaxxing thing, right? It might just be the next level up as a passport, bro. You got a passport, bro, and he Looksmaxxes. You got a passport, bro, and he Looksmaxxes. Okay. I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck. I'm rocking with that right now. Listen, a jawline. Damn. Let me go through the super chats, man, because I'll tell you, man. Shout out to Ross, right, for the first super chat. He says here, IP, bro, you trolling low key. I ain't trolling, bro. You've been traveling for years with great results, and now you're on this Looksmaxxing-ish self-improvement in terms of style and grooming. Get your weight down, SYSBM. Brother, like, I'll be real with you, like, times have changed, bro. The internet's global, right? We're now competing with men locally, right? Once again, right, I keep using South Korean men as a placeholder because South Korean dudes are doing very, very well right now. If you as a black man think that you're gonna go through in South Korea without doing any sort of work, you are fooling yourself. If you as a black man are gonna go through Brazil without, being a fat motherfucker, right? Without any self-improvement. And listen, I don't count smashing pros as a win. I don't count smashing pros as a win. If you think that you're gonna roll through Brazil, Japan, South Korea, Panama, overweight, bummy looking, non-GQ, you are gonna fail in these trips, bro. I'm just here giving you the game. I'm telling you right now, black men, when you get to 12% body fat, your life will change, bro. When you get to 12% body fat, like I am right now, when I reach 12% body fat, when I got veins in my legs, bro, when veins started popping up in my thighs and on my lower legs, and I'm right underneath my torso, above my torso, chicks start checking for me a lot more, bro. That's a game. 12% body fat, right? I'll be real with you. Shout out to Ross again for the support. Squinting and shiny pouting lips, male baddie. This guy, bruv. Listen, I'll be real with you, right? Like, we as men, let's be mature here, man. We as men, let's be mature here, right? No, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. When you have shiny lips, big lips as a black man, women like that, bro. Again, it's part of our phenotype. Rock it, embrace it. Listen, guess what? My face shiny too, bro. I'm moisturized. If you're a black man, if you're a black man and you don't moisturize twice a day, you're fooling yourself, bro. I'm moisturized. I'm shiny as a mofo right now, bro. I'm shiny. Yes, and yes, and listen, I rock that, bro. I rock it. I'm so shiny right now, right? I'm so shiny, right? What I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. Shout out to Ross. No, black man is ugly. Shout out to my stream from a couple years ago, bro. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Apart from IP, who's uglier than Shrek. But yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, right? Like, yo, lean. You have to lean max. You have to lean max, I'm telling you, brothers, your life will change. But like my arms are right now. I see veins all over my arms, bro, and that's all it took. And guess what? It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a lifestyle to eat healthy, to drink water every time. Listen, I'll probably drink around like 4 liters of water a day, 3 liters of water a day. I'm constantly chugging down water, bro. Right? This ain't a game to me. And I see women checking me out, looking at me. It's mad. Lean max. So I need to get to a point where I want veins on my forehead. I want veins in my neck. I want veins, on my Johnson. I want veins everywhere, bro. Right? I want that, bro. I want to be that lean. Brothers, I'm telling you, the game right now is a passport, bro. If you're a passport, bro, get to a point where you're so lean, right, that you see veins in your Johnson. I want to see veins all over my body, man. Veins in my forehead, veins on my side head, left and right head, bro. How you dress is important too. If you're, if you're a brown skin, if you're a light skinned black dude, why the hell are you wearing white? If you're a light skinned black dude, why are you wearing white? If you're a light skinned black dude like Chris Brown, you should be wearing black tees, bro. Black tee, dark blue. But no one taught black men the game. No one taught us this, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. No one taught us this, bro. Man, listen, man, it feels so good when I wake up every morning, lift my shirt up. I got an 8-pack right now, bro. 8-pack. And listen, and I ain't no rapper, bro, but call me 8-pack. 8-pack. The game is right now, brothers. The game is right now, right? I'm telling you, brothers, please, right? You can't be a bum anymore when going abroad. You can't. Those days are over. The days are over where you can be some fat motherfucker, some fat mofo, right? Traveling to the Philippines and getting some pretty chick. Listen, man, the game's over. You have to compete right now. You gotta compete. And you said right now, I'm touching my my bones on both sides of my head. It's very bony. Great. And yeah, I'm at a point where I want to be 60 kilograms in the next couple of months. Just pure muscle, pure veins on my neck. And I'll be with you, brothers, right? Like, being lean comes with problems. Because right now, like, I have no like, what's the word for it? Like, I'm not worried about women. Like, I'm not worried about women. I see them looking at me, but I have no drive, right, to be with a woman right now. And I think that because guess what, you're so lean, brothers. Like, it actually kind of affects like your testosterone, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I'm at a point where, okay, women are checking for me, but I'm not indulging in them because I'm just not bothered. Right now, I'm more about, okay, health, my looks, how I feel, how I look. I feel great, but I'm not thinking about smashing a chick, brothers. If I keep it buck with you, bro, like, if she throw it at me, I'm not gonna. I won't go for it, brothers. Right? If a chick was throwing it at me right now, I probably wouldn't indulge. I have no, I have no like a drive to do anything, bro. If I keep it a buck, and I don't care. I really don't care, brothers. I don't give a damn. I don't care, bruv. Yeah, yes, Gio gets it, bro. Gio, how much do you weigh, bro? How much do you weigh? Do you have veins on your forehead, brother? How much do you weigh, bro? Because I'm trying to get to 60 kg, 60 kilograms, and yeah, I know that might be dangerous, but I don't give a damn, bro. Like, I want to see veins all over my body, man. Listen, like, I want my friends to call me Vein Man, Vein Man. Like, listen, veins all over my body, shiny lips, shiny face, um, you know, goatee, hunter eyes. Yeah, that's it, man. And right there, that's peak masculinity, man. I'm in a suit. I'm looking at a chick in her eyes. She wants me. I want her. But listen, I'm at a point where, like, I can't. There's no drive for me to like, to get freaky with a chick right now, man. I'll be real with you. I have no drive to do so. I don't care for it, man. I don't care about smashing a chick, right? I don't. I'm working out too, bro. Four times a week. I'm lifting weights, cardio. I'm eating right, bro. I don't care about women right now. I really don't. Listen, women are literally throwing at me, right? They're looking at me, man. They're throwing at me. But there's no drive for my body to go after it, bro. Listen, bro. I could be in a room right now with a chick, right? And she's throwing at me, and I wouldn't indulge. I have no drive to do so. Yes, so yes, there is some downsides to being really lean. There is. I'll be real with you. There are some downsides. You probably don't even care about women. You probably reach a point where you don't want to smash a chick right now. You're only focused about getting more leaner and leaner. And that's why I'm right now. Brothers, listen, I had 2 cheat days last week, bro. And I ain't happy about that. Right? I had 2 cheat days, bro. 2 cheat days. I ain't happy about that, bro. I must eat like 8,000 calories, across 2 days. I kind of lost my weight, but I'll get back to my schedule, routine. Skincare is also important too. Wearing your sunscreen, your moisturizer. But yeah, brothers, like, I have no drive to smash a chick, and guess what? I don't care for it, bro. I don't. Literally, women look at me. They want me to approach them right now. But no, I want to get more leaner, you know, get more shinier lips, you know, more shinier face, more veins everywhere, bro. Veins in my neck, veins in my forehead, veins in my Johnson, right? Veins everywhere. I'll be real with you, brothers. I'll be real with you, man. No, I know, brothers. I feel that animalistic attraction, that animalistic energy from a woman right now. I feel it, brothers, from women every day. So being lean was the cheat code all this time. Being lean, right? You know, was a cheat code all this time. You getting that square jawline was a cheat code all the time. Man, it feels great, bro. Like, it feels so good, man. And so as a passport, bro, imagine how life would be for me in Colombia right now. Dark skin, black guy, silver chain, leaned out, he veined out, right? Lips all shiny and shit, right? Veins in my forehead and shit, right? Lean, you know, sharp eyes, bro. Again, but the jawline popping, man. Especially that black man jawline. Once you get that jawline, brothers, right? It's game over, right? I'll show you exactly how my jawline looks, man. I'll show you right now, and it feels like, okay, I had this potential to get this jawline, and I didn't actually realize it. It took me all these years to get this jawline, bro. It took me all these years. And listen, I see foreign women looking at me. I see local women. It's mad. And this comes from a guy who's self-proclaimed uglier than Shrek. Look at this, man. So my jawline right now, I got those hollow cheeks right there, hollow cheeks. I got it, bro. Hollow cheeks, shiny lips, square eyes. My mind right. I'm thinking right. I see some small veins coming on my side head very, very closely. Veins coming through. Okay, reaching that single digit lean body composition. So the plan is get to 8% body fat. 8% body fat. That's the plan right now, brothers. 8% body fat in the next couple of months. And I'm really lean, bro. I'm lean as a mofo. I'm lean. That's the plan. Right? That's the plan. And this is insane, man. And it's like, oh man, like seeing women look at me. I'm open up the phone lines in a bit, but I'm giving you the game. The game right now is to get lean as possible and try and get a jawline. Now, it may be genetics. Some people can't get a jawline like that. That's cool, but you can lean, Max. And try, like, when you get veins on your arms, bro, rock that shit, bro. Rock it. Rock that ish, bro. When you get veins, right, on your forearms, rock it. Embrace it, bro. Embrace it. Let me open up the phone lines, man. This is a cheat code right here. And I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you what's changed for me. What's changed for me? 8% body fat, that's the goal, man. And yes, there'll be a point where, okay, literally I can't feel anything like towards smashing a chick. That's cool, bro. That's cool. Like, I'll find some way. But me personally, I gotta look good. I gotta feel good, because right now I feel good and I look good, bro. I look good and I feel good. I see myself in the mirror. See that jawline, shiny lips, shiny face, veins in my arms, veins in my thighs. Listen up. If I'm wearing shorts, bro, and I put my shorts up, I see veins over my inner thighs, man. This is awesome. This is awesome, man. Oh man. Like, listen, don't let your life revolve around being around women too much. Yeah, women are awesome. Yeah, okay, great, but that's cool, man. Yeah, listen, if I had to pop a pill, right, to smash that, that's cool, bro. That's cool with me, bro. But me, I gotta look good. I'm sorry, I gotta look good, bro. I gotta look good. If I need to pop a pill to smash, that's cool with me, bro. But I gotta look good, right? I'd rather be leaned out, popping pills to smash, than be fat, right, and having high energy to smash, man. I don't want to be fat no more. America broke me, man. America broke my heart. It made me fat, right? It made me lose my gains. Listen, I was at a point where in America, before America, I was probably like at good shape. I had veins on my forehead, bro, right? And then America ruined that. But now I'm back to a point, okay, IP, he at 2% body fat. I'm gonna get to a point where I'm 8% body fat. I'm gonna get to a point where, like, again, brothers, adopt this Looksmaxxing and black pill stuff. It will change your life, bro. It will change your life. Damn, I feel good right now, man. I got veins. I'm looking at my legs right now, my inner thighs. I see veins, bro. I stand up, brothers. I'm standing up right now. Veins in my thighs, man. Veins in my inner thighs. Veins on my lower leg. So I'm wearing shorts, and women will see that. Who's that veiny guy? Okay, that's cool. Listen, I'll pop a pill, man. I'll pop a pill. I'll pop a pill, bro. I don't give a damn anymore, brothers. I'll pop a pill. I'm gonna bring in Ross in the background, man. I'll pop a pill to smash. I don't give a damn, bro. We're bringing Ross in the background. What's going on, Ross? You good, bro?
IP, are you good, bro?
Good, bro, man. What's up, man? Good. What's good with you, bro?
Do you hear yourself? You're talking about popping pills. You're young.
I feel you, bro, but like, I feel good, man. But right now, I got a square jawline, hollow cheeks, veiny arms.
You have no libido, bro. You're not attracted to women anymore, bro. Do you know how concerning it sounds?
Brother, I am, bro, but I just don't want to smash, bro. There's no energy to smash, bro. I'll keep it real with you.
Yeah, because you're unhealthy.
There isn't. Damn.
Bro, you're trolling us. I know you are.
I ain't trolling, bro, but I'll be real with you, like, but I'm attracted to women right now, but there's just no like incentive for me to actually try and like follow up on her looks and try and smash, which I definitely could, but there's no energy to do so, bro. There's no drive to like push a man to like want to get a woman to his bedroom, blah blah blah. I have no drive for that, bro. And I do see women looking at me, wanting me to approach them. I just don't care, bro. If I'm honest with you, like I'm more concerned about how good I look, right? How lean that I am, because again, why I'm doing that, brother, right, is for so when I go abroad, bro, it's like it's gonna be a wrap. So I'm at my peak of my powers. I'm leaned out. If I'm doing well right now, how good would it be when I'll be in Colombia, when I'll be in Brazil? So like, I know I'll sort out my energy to smash, and I'll look into some food thing. Maybe I need to increase some slight body fat, to get my testosterone up a bit. But at a point in time, brother, I'll be real with you, bro. Okay, I'm gonna block you there. Online account. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't play that nonsense with me, man. Don't do that, bruv. Don't do that. Carry on, Ross.
Nah, look, bro. It's not a testosterone thing, because I'm like what, maybe 2 inches taller than you, an inch or taller than you, but I weigh significantly less than you, bro. And my testosterone is high. I don't know what you're doing with your testosterone. Your testosterone's that low.
But I basically have no fat in my body, bro. And fat is important for testosterone. I literally have no fat, bro. Like very, very small fat. I can see I got an 8-pack, but I can literally see every inch of my muscles on my arms and my legs on my chest. You know, there's veins over my chest every time I shower, bro. So it's like, yeah, man. It's just like it's at a point, but I gotta do this, bro, because I feel like you can't be fat. You can't have too much body fat as a man in 2026. You can't, man.
You're 69 kg and you're trying to lose 9 kg and you're already veiny and zero. You're low body fat, bro. That's unhealthy. That's nuts. It has to be your diet as well. Like what? Do you even look at your micronutrients?
Yeah, I do, bro. I do. I try to make sure I get as much vitamin D as possible, vitamin C. I eat my fruits, but I tend to eat very little fat, bro. If I'm honest with you, it's just high protein foods.
Bro, you need to put some fish in there or something. Yeah, this is I personally don't believe it. I just think you're trolling, bro, because you have good results abroad. Why would you need to resort to some weirdo ish like this?
I'll be honest with you, Ross. Like the game hasn't changed right now. You have to have some sort of looks going for you right now. In 2026, again, you can't be bum looking. You can't be dressing bad. You can't have like a bad skincare routine. You can't, have pimples all over your face. You can't be like, but even like having like a round fat face as a black man, nah, bro. They ain't rocking with that.
But this isn't something that you haven't been preaching. You made a video on how guys should dress, how you control your self-image, how you style yourself, how you groom yourself. But this is way too far. This is way too far. Your haircut, that's not, bro. We are black men, bro. We've been doing the looks. The looks thing is essential in our communities, bro. Your hairstyle, the way you groom yourself, your beard, your facial hair, your style, the way you dress, the way you walk, bro. But the Looksmaxxing is too far. You're preaching to the choir. Everyone knows that we have to change the way you look. Your best way. No pot belly, no bare belly, no stuffy face. You get in shape, but you don't get veiny and low body fat. You just get normal. You just have to be a normal dude to have success in other countries, not our countries.
But even like in other countries, bro, like for example, like South Korea, like to me, like when I see South Korean dudes, and there's a reason why I failed in South Korea. I think I know why. I couldn't compete. And you see, I keep it real with you. I'm always a real brother to you, brothers, man. I could not compete out there in South Korea. That's probably why I failed, bro. Right? The Korean dudes there, tall, 6'1". Go on, bro.
But bro, why are you bringing up South Korea when you had Japan? They're just spots that are weird as well. And Korea, China, it's a weirdo spot. Even Korean men can't compete. Not all of them look like not all of them look like those little models and actors, bro. There's even women going to Korea on their tourism ish, and they are underwhelmed by how Korean men look over there. So they're suffering what we're suffering anyway. Even worse though.
Facts, bro. Facts. But in my opinion, there's got to be some form of Looksmaxxing you got to do in 2026. It has to be. That you got to do something to help you increase your chances to get any type of woman anywhere. Because again, no, bro.
Yeah, but losing weight is not Looksmaxxing, bro. These are the basic things. Changing your style from like wearing cargo jeans and baggy jeans into like into trousers and formal casual wear and all of that. Dressing your age, that's not Looksmaxxing. Grooming your facial hair, having a specific hairstyle, that's not Looksmaxxing, bro. We need to. That's for those people. It's not for us. That weirdo stuff. That's that. I don't even want to say the word, but that's the guys who are stuck in the West who gave up on women. That's for them. The involuntary celibate guys. But I just think you're saying you're going way too deep into this. You're overcomplicating it, man. It's get to your best weight possible. Like lose the fat. on your stomach, on your arms, and then you put muscle that will gain strength or something. But
So,
the
Bobby, tell
veins,
me. So, hold on, bro.
but the veins on your forehead, the veins on your schlong, bro. That's weird. The shiny lips, yeah, of course, you have to moisturize your lips, but you have to moisturize your skin as well. A lot of us don't. When a lot of us when we go to like sunny places, like we don't even apply sunscreen and all of that, so we suffer from hyperpigmentation. You age faster. These are other things we need to. These are real things we need to talk about.
Facts, absolute facts, bro. Absolute facts. So, anyone else want to call in and chime in? Do you agree? Do you disagree? With Looksmaxxing and Black Pill adoption, in the particle movement, let me know. Please do so. But I actually got a clip here I want to react to with you, seeing as you're South African, Ross. So it should be an interesting one. So why wait for callers, right? How about we react to this clip over here? Hold on, bro. Let me just get it up here over here. Give me a second. Okay, so let me react to this clip over here with Ross while I wait for callers who want to chime in. Video file. Hold on, bro. All right, so I want to react to this clip, right, in regards to the xenophobia attacks happening in South Africa. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We're hearing that South African people are targeting other African people in South Africa. Okay, and we're going to react to it. Let's get cracking.
Now we're making it very clear to you guys. Now we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries.
Oh wow, what? So that was a lady sent that to a different African group. It says here, right, on the video caption that they're targeting Ghanaians there. But let's carry on watching.
Let me see your passport. Let me see. Luna. Okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you?
What the hell? What?
Baba, let me tell you.
Officials said those responsible for intimidation or violence would be identified and prosecuted. Whoa. What? So hold on, right? That's the first clip there that we're going to react to. Ross, what's your thoughts there? Because like you just saw like, South Africans going against other Africans, South Africa. Brother, you being South African, brother, yourself South African. What's your thoughts here, bro?
Listen, bro, I've not been watching this because outsiders don't really understand how over exaggerated this is. For years, they've been going against South Africans. Have been going against it's basically an open border policy where anyone can come. It's Pakistanis, you have the Russians, you have in Cape Town, you have your own issues there with Israelis, Portuguese, the Dutch. And for years, they were pushing this xenophobia on every other demographic, bro. It's like if you talk to white people, there's like they suffer from racism. If you talk to the Asians, they say they suffer from it. And then you talk to the Africans. Now, this is going viral for different reasons. Yeah, that's you're targeting other Africans. You understand? So this is blown way out of proportion, but it makes the news, bro.
Okay,
it makes the news.
So
They don't only attack, and I'm putting that in the two fingers up. They don't attack foreign Africans, bro. I have my Mozambique friends there, I have my Nigerian friends there, I have my Zimbabwe friends there. They live there in peace, bro. It's not some hellhole that you guys are being shown on the media. There are communities where South Africans can't get their children into school, where they can't get their children, they can't even get into hospitals because it's just over flooded. It's the same thing with Dominicans and Haitians and all that. It's wildly misrepresented misrepresented. Even when there were just last year, there were issues where the Pakistanis and the Indians were complaining because they were crying about xenophobia because South Africans were attacking their stores and boycotting their stores, all of that. So I really don't like the narrative where it's like they leave the white people but only attack the Africans, because when you talk to the white people, it's like they attack us but they don't attack anyone else. It's too many inconsistencies. I'll be real with you, man.
So
It's not
But I
like
feel like
that. It's not like that
yeah.
in real life, bro. It's not. You're not a Ghanaian walking around and you're getting attacked and people are looking through your passport. This is wild what these groups are doing. It's not the majority. It's not the majority. It's not the majority. It's like when we're living here in London, in England, they were having those xenophobic attacks on minorities. Don't you remember last year?
Yeah, I remember.
No one was scared in person, but it was portrayed completely different online. It's a loud majority, a loud minority. So, and Brian can come on if I'm lying my ass off. He can come on, join the panel.
I want to come in. So basically, right, like the narrative is that, you know, Black South Africans are targeting other Black people but not white people, and which is crazy, because like we know what whites have done to Black people in South Africa, right? So why are you targeting other Black people? And obviously there's like a lot of this discourse on social media saying as to how lost South Africans are, what they're doing, blah blah blah. But you're telling me that isn't the case in South Africa. But hold that thought there, Ross, because I want to bring in another clip, right? Hold that thought there, because like this is obviously very sad when I see clips like that. But we have a brother here who's from that country itself speaking about that. We are legend. I see, bro. Just hold on there in the background. I'll bring you in a sec, bro. So let me just share the other clip here. Give me a second, okay? So here's another one, right? So someone, hold on.
For some reason,
Someone speaks on this.
One of the things that irks me the most about xenophobia in South Africa, and there's a lot of things about xenophobia in South Africa that irk me, is the fact that in a world where Black people don't really have anywhere where they are completely welcome, where they can find complete rest and respite.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And to see that happen in South Africa is very sad. But let's kind of watch
them. They can be respected and upheld and their humanity recognized in a world where continent after continent we are just treated so terribly. South Africans make that a reality on the continent as well, on the one continent where we should be.
It's right. When we see clips like that, it's sad. But let's kind of watch it. Hold on, Ross. Let's kind of watch it.
A place where we're supposed to thrive, right? And that choice to be the face of that on the continent, the Afrophobia, where we truly believe that most of our issues are because of immigrants coming from other parts of the continent, is so reckless to me. And it completely ignores historical context where we, as a country so new in our democracy and our freedom, seem to lack an understanding of where the real power and vacuums of our resources really exist. The fact that Africans can't feel comfortable in Africa is crazy.
But Ross, she's South African, bro, and she kind of agrees that okay, there's something happening there between South Africans who are Black and other Black nationals, and they are purposely ignoring, like calling out white people for making their lives terrible in South Africa. Do you agree or disagree with that, Ross?
Oh, my bad. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so she's South African herself, right? And she's in agreement that South Africans who are Black in that country are going after Black immigrants and not calling out or going after white South Africans for the oppression that they have inflicted upon Black people in that country. There's some sort of misdirection as to what's the real problem here. It can't be immigrants. It's that there are certain power structures from apartheid that are still in place today that is being ignored. Yeah.
IP, you just played a video before this one, right? And you had. If you could just play it again, but just go to the end of it.
Yeah, but
No,
say your point.
I'm going to address what you're saying. I just want you to get to the end of the video because you're misrepresenting that video again. Because you had South Africans, you had more turnout in that same area to protest against the xenophobia in that same video than the ones that were showing up asking the guys to look through their passports.
That's a fair point. Yep, that's actually a fair point.
I'm just saying that because if you talk to a white South African, even seen it with Elon Musk and all them, they saying they going through xenophobia and racism. What if I told you everyone? Yeah, South Africa is where everyone gets it. When I was trying to move back to South Africa, bro, I was looking into having a security firm roll with me. It's a dangerous country. These Asians were complaining about xenophobia last year, but no, you wouldn't care because you're not Asian, bro. I didn't want these people in the country. They come in, they're highly discriminatory. They sell plastic rice. They probably sell dog food. You don't know. There's major issues that people are telling me who live in the townships with the Asians. That they get heat over there, bro. They weren't allowed in hospitals last year. But now it's this new group, the Zulu group, are turning towards other Africans. I was asking the Zimbabwe boy, Brian, to jump on the panel and come and tell your lies. You stayed in South Africa for years, not for months. It wasn't unbearable. You stayed there for years and you left, bro. It's an open border, dude. That's all. That country's done. It's over with. But this is over exaggerated. Everyone gets it in South Africa. Everybody. South Africans.
So hold on, bro. So you're saying that you feel like South Africa is done as a country? Why is that, bro? Why is it over?
It's majorly corrupt, super corrupt. We have politicians that just love stealing money, bro. Like we were supposed to build hospitals, and these people are buying. They're taking money on the back end and buying. They're tricking. They're buying Lamborghinis, building big old houses. You can't, bro. It's too far gone. It's too far. When it's so violent, then you can't have employment, and the youth unemployment it's crazy. I have so many of my people suffering in the poor areas. They don't know what to do with their lives. My brother was unemployed for like 2 years.
Flipping heck. So here's a clip, right, I got from social media that apparently these are Black South Africans going to Asian leaders in South Africa and telling them to fire or not hire or do business with other Black people. What?
Able to hire South Africans because of these reasons.
Wait, so what you're basically saying is if two shops don't comply, we all suffer.
Yes.
And that's tomorrow.
That's why we said everything is on, because we've been speaking with the management.
Okay, that wasn't clear, but social media was saying as to how they're telling these leaders not to hire other Black nationals apart from Black South Africans. But hold on, right? So here's another one where like it speaks about the same issue, but obviously about what's happening in South Africa. Let's go over here. So it says here, right? Foreign woman harassed by South African police amid xenophobic tensions.
Go and fight for your country. We fought for our country.
What did you fight for?
What?
When were you born? When were you born? Were you fight?
Go and fight for your country.
Fight for your country. We fought for our country.
What did you fight? When were you born? When were you born? Were you fight?
You are a foreign national.
That is the permit there.
You are a foreign national.
That's a police officer doing that.
I'm not going anywhere, and there is nothing you can do.
You must treat
There
us with
is
respect. You are a
nothing.
foreign national.
I
in
am,
South
and there is nothing you
and
can
you must
do.
treat this country.
What do you mean with respect? You want me to? What
So
do you
if
want?
you don't want-
silence?
if you don't
What
want-
do you want?
if you
What
don't
do
want to be in
I
this
don't
country,
give a fuck
then you
what you
go
want or what.
home. You go home.
I like now.
That
I
is what
already.
matters.
I
You
already.
must always carry your passport
This is a passport.
every
That
day.
is a permit.
When you're
What
going
do you
to
want
toilet,
from me?
whether you're going to the kitchen, whether you're going to stop, you carry your passport.
You have a permit in
And then after you carry
You
your
have a
passport,
permit in there.
upon request
Which
of the
part is
passport,
confusing
you
you?
show us your passport.
I showed you,
whether
you
you
clean
like
your
it
hands.
or not.
Down or not.
You can
You
take
have
a
it in
video,
your hand.
it's fine.
Yes, you
I'm
sound
doing
dumb.
my
You have
job
a passport
as
in
a
your
police
hand.
officer of
No,
this
you
country.
ask for a permit.
And
You
then,
don't know how to read.
now you must go
You don't know how to
to your country. What is your country?
Zimbabwe.
The worst country ever.
Yes,
Oh wow, the worst country ever. Flipping heck, bruv.
I
What?
don't
Take
care.
your passport.
I take it,
And
it's
yes,
mine.
enjoy your day. No?
You and I
Stop
enjoy
being
your
rude,
day. No,
madam.
stop being
God will
rude.
bless you.
There is no God. I
Yeah.
don't believe in your God. When I go home, there is no fucking shit you can do about me. Go away.
Whoa, Ross. Thoughts on that, bro?
I'm not responsible for what this guy is on, bro. It's wrong how he's talking to her. It's wrong how he's talking to her. But look, it's a country of 65 million people. You're gonna run into this. There was even a video of someone in Kenya telling Tanzanians to leave. Bro, you're not gonna present that as all Kenyans. It's heavy. It's wild in South Africa because it can get violent. But this is what happens in this day and age. In general, people are suffering financially and they're looking for someone to blame. Who do they blame? They punch down. They blame minorities in the country. So there's going to be weirdos like that. We're living that, all of us in our foreign countries. All us. You see in Japan. You see in America, and no one's going to come to the aid of the Hispanics. They did it to themselves. But you see it all over. The xenophobia is it's rising everywhere where there's multinationalism. Even if you look at Germany, like they want to get that far right AFD in. You can see it in the Netherlands. I forgot that party, that little far right party that nearly won the elections. It's happening here in England. Reform or Restore's going to win. So this is what happens when people get poor. They look for someone to blame. They don't blame the people higher up. They just punch down. It's pathetic.
Facts. Ross, thanks for chiming in there. Because the reason why I wanted to bring you on, and obviously you speak on it because you are South African, you have links there, and I feel like it's fair for me to actually get a full picture. Obviously, if this is really happening, this is disgusting and this is absolutely sad. And we need Black South Africans to actually, call out white South Africans for ruining that country by oppression. As we know, they hold most of the resources in South Africa. And we know the history of South Africa and apartheid, right? But Ross has given us some context there. We hope that this ends, but we also know we should also take into account Ross's point as well, as he's South African. He has links there and get an overall full picture here. So I try and be objective in all these things, and having Ross chime in was awesome. We Are Legend. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I am. How you doing, guys?
I'm all right, brother. I'm all right. So, hope you're doing well, brother. So, what's your thoughts on the South African stuff, bro? Before we go on the stream topic in a bit.
Yeah, like currently, you know me, I live in England, but I'm currently on holiday in Ghana. And my thoughts, although I do agree with what Ross is saying, like I feel as if you are a foreigner and you hear stories about xenophobia and violence going on, even if it seems overblown, it's still a threat that you have to take seriously. And as a Nigerian, I have heard that like a lot of South African men don't want us there taking their girls, bro. So is there ones whereby, okay, even if it is a minority, I'm gonna think twice before I book that ticket, bro. Like, and let's be real. And to be honest, I have heard of this trend, and I agree with what the brother Ross said. It's usually a cause of people punching down, as opposed to punching up. So, and again, you see it all over the world. It's not just exclusive to South Africa. But as a Nigerian man, currently in Ghana from London, I'm not trying to go to South Africa right now. Like, as whether it's overblown or not, like because I've heard too many times. I've actually sent you 3 videos on Instagram IP just now, where like there's literally a South African man on the TV. He's literally in tears saying that he's fed up of Nigerian men coming to South Africa to sleep with their girls. Like, bro, like I'm not going there. Why am I going there? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. But once it all calms down, I'd love to be in South Africa because I know it's a beautiful country with beautiful people. Um, so yeah.
No, you're absolutely right to avoid any type of danger, bro. I wouldn't touch South Africa in the meantime anyway.
Mm.
In terms of violence. So if there's any reason for you not to go, then just there's no reason to do that. And then I'm not co-signing any type of xenophobia, bro. What these people are doing are wrong. What these people are representing themselves is pathetic too. So
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. So, actually, so you're in Ghana. I know it's just to go slightly off topic. You're in Ghana, we are legend, right? How long are you? How long are you out there for?
I'm here for a week. I'm going on Wednesday. I actually am going out on a date soon, so I have to leave. But bro, it's phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. Like, why
Okay.
didn't they tell me? The movement never told me to come to Ghana, bro. But it's crazy,
But wait, do you have enough intel for a stream on your back?
bro. I have intel.
Perfect. Perfect. This is great, brother. So you're
I've
back
got
on Wednesday,
receipts
yeah?
too. I got receipts too,
Receipts
but it
too.
might have to be blurred out.
Perfect. Perfect. So you're back
But
next week Wednesday.
yes, I'll probably feed from Thursday, but
Okay. Perfect. Perfect,
cool.
brother. We'll
I'll
be in
leave for
touch.
now. I'm gonna go on the date
Okay.
right now, so I'll catch you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
Love,
bro,
love. See you later, boss.
Take it.
in a bit.
Take it easy, bro. Awesome. So, any callers on the stream topic or South Africa? Now's the time to call in. So let me ask this, Ross. Right? Like, do you? So what is your journey in terms of self improvement, physical wise, looks wise, that has worked for you, bro?
I used to be back in 2023, end of 2023. I used to be I'm 6 foot, barefoot, and I used to be like 40 kg. So I was extremely underweight. I was just skin and bones, and I put on weight. I went from that to like 59 kg, which I am right now, and I just stagnated. I can't gain weight. I told this to you and Jam. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put muscle. I'm gonna start going to the gym late when I start going to the Philippines. And from then, I'm just gonna just put muscle and more muscle on my body as much as I can. As much as I can. I've changed my dressing style, so I'm dressing more formal, casual. I still wear. I have like 3 pair of jeans, but I'm gonna try and cut that to 2. But I'm really just trying to dress like a GQ, just like James says.
Mm.
Really, yeah, mature my style because now I'm 30. I'm turning 30 real soon, so I don't want to conduct myself like I was in my 20s, even though I look like I'm 22, 23, even 21.
Awesome. Ross, let me ask this right. So, you were 59 kilograms. Wow, that's quite light, bro. I thought I was light, but that is quite light. Is that because what's up with that, bro? Is that because of like
My body's
is that
damaged. My body's damaged.
oh
So even if I eat 5,000 calories, as I tried to explain to you in German, right, I do not gain weight. Like I did that. I ate 5,000 calories for 5 weeks, and I gained 0.8 kg. That's it. And then I went
oh
to
wow.
I visited with the NHS, it takes so long. I had an appointment with the endocrinologist where they were going to look at my insides. So that took 7 months, and all the endocrinologist did was he just pressed my stomach and said to me, some people can gain weight and some people can't lose weight. And he's like, you're one of the people that can't gain weight. I can't accept that as a final answer, but I can't afford medical care. So when I leave the country, I'm going to definitely look into that in ways where I can gain weight because it's way too bony, way too skinny. But on a BMI scale, I'm not on a low end of healthy. So it's like they're not concerned. But that's what happens with free healthcare that people do not speak on. It's just garbage.
Do you have a square jawline? I have interest.
That's genetic, but you can see my jawline.
Okay. Wow. But I wonder if it's because you have high metabolism, really high. I
I
mean,
can
maybe
send
it's
you.
part of it.
I
Come
can
on,
send
bro.
you a pic on. I can send you a pic on IG real quick. Then you can judge if it's.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. So that's a bit concerning, bro. I'll be honest with you. 6 foot, 59 kilograms. That is very concerning. I wonder if you should prioritize like fats, eating a lot more fats than protein. In the meantime,
Bro, I did everything.
go on, bro.
I did every single thing you can think of, and I couldn't gain weight. And so it's like you get medical care, but the medical care is garbage here. So I'm gonna try other countries where it's cheap as well, because it's gonna cost me like £2,000 just to get private medical care. So I can't afford that.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, bro. You're quite slim for 6 foot. Okay, I wonder if it's anyone in the chat have any idea? Is that a really high metabolism? Is that genetics? Brother, have you gone for like a blood test, Ross?
Yeah, I did. I did all the tests, bro. They came back healthy, every single one. I even thought my testosterone's low. It's on the high end, so it's like. And so if I'm like 10 kg less than you, if I'm like 10 kg less than you, and I'm high testosterone, how are you low testosterone? You know, so there's issues where you should just stop while you're ahead.
Damn. Yeah, maybe I need to like think about, okay, is it worth me going to 60 kilograms if I really want to get really lean and veiny? Because I'm seeing results. Shout out to Jam. What's up, Jam? I'm seeing results right now just by being my current weight, having some veins in my thighs, wearing shorts, you know, veins over my legs. I'm not 6 foot. So again, I believe that height's important, right? But again, I can't control my height, right? I can't get any taller. So what I can control is my weight, being as lean as possible, having muscle, having a sharp jawline. And I do have a jawline. I don't know if it's genetics or because I have a very low body fat right now, but my face is so refined right now, and women are looking at me. It's insane. Like this is all it took to see like boost my status and level up another level. What's up, Jam? You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
I'm super, brother. How you doing, man?
All right. Well, make it good. I was using it last time. You said my audio was bad. How's my audio?
It's awful.
Audio is a bit choppy, bro.
Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Thank you, bro.
And just to answer Capo in the comment section, yeah, I was not active. I made sure not to be active. I just stayed in my seat on my computer, and I was not gaining weight. I went from 3,000 to 3,500 to 4,000, 4,500. I kept bumping it. And
Do me a favor, brother.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. So in the next week, right, I would just say eat what you want. Forget about like eating healthy. I would just say eat what you want. So if you want to have McDonald's, I would say try and eat like, let's say 8,000, brother. No, brother, it is possible. If you can eat like 8,000 kilograms, brother, so 8,000 calories every day for the next week, brother, I'll be surprised if you don't get weight. And you can easily eat 8,000, bro. That's KFC in the morning, McDonald's for lunch, Pizza Hut for dinner. In between, brother, in between that, ice cream, cookies, donuts, brother. You will easily reach 8K. Well, I know it's unhealthy, but we just want to see if it's actually a metabolism issue or if it's a, let's say, genetic issue.
Bro, you're not you're not a doctor, dude. I tried all of that. I count calories, so you can't just McDonald's, KFC, and all of that. It's not how it works. 8,000 calories. Do you know how expensive that is? When I was eating 5,000 calories, I was spending £1,600. That's $2,200 just on food. People can't afford that. Just
a month, yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's unhealthy.
I ate 8,000 calories last week, bro, in one day. I had a cheat day the other day, bro. I ate everything I wanted to eat, bro. I ate KFC in the morning, McDonald's for lunch, Pizza Hut in the evening. In between that, I had ice cream, I had cookies, I had snacks, bro. I had Haribo. at Honaya, bro, and it was probably easily 8,000 calories, bro.
Nah, you don't count calories, bro. That sounds like 4,000 max. I've done more than that.
I counted it, bro, and I knew for a fact it was around 8,000 calories. That's why I'm so angry at myself. That's how how am I trolling, man? You guys, how am I trolling? I just told you I counted my calories last week, bro. I knew I had a cheat day, and I ate whatever I want.
That's Michael Phelps, the Rock type of diet, bro. Just to be a regular dude, no way.
Yeah, bro, I ate that, bro. I told you, bro. I woke up literally. I had McDonald's right in the morning, right? But I ordered a Big Mac, then hold on, bro. Then double cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, bro. I had two bunch of fries. I had two fries, bro. I had McFlurry, brother. I had like a apple pie as well, bro. Brother, I easily exceeded 8K, bro, that day. I know what I ate, bro. I counted it as well, brother. I literally said to myself, I'm gonna have a cheat day. I'm gonna eat what I want, cookies.
No, let's count it. A Big Mac, 600 calories. Your fries, what did you get, medium or large?
I got large, bro. I got 2 large fries.
Okay, that's 400 calories. So 800 calories there. What else did you get?
Double cheeseburger.
Okay, that's 550.
I got my chicken sandwich.
Nah, bro. You said you had 2 burgers, you had 2 fries, you had apple pie. Don't add them.
No, this guy, bro. I'm telling you. Oh shit! Well, I'm telling you, bro. I had my chicken sandwich, bro. My chicken sandwich.
You did not eat 3 burgers and then eat 2 large fries, bro. You're not convinced.
Bro, I ate that. Brother, dude, I ate that. I'm telling you what I ate, bro. But I told you when I have my cheat days, right? But I eat a lot because that's when I only had like once my cheat day. But unfortunately, this time I had 2 days in a row where I had cheat days, bro. I don't know what happened, but I kind of went off the rails. But once a month, I have a cheat day. That's a day where I eat whatever the fuck I want, bro. Right? So, but I'm telling you, I had double cheeseburger.
Your body ain't consuming all of that, bro. You're gonna eat.
Bro, I'm telling you,
you're gonna eat cold burgers. That tastes nasty. What are you talking about?
Brother, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I ate, man. So okay, brother, please.
I really did this, bro. It was disgusting. I was eating cold food. I was just stuffing my face, bro. I know you weren't doing that. Your
brother, I did that.
Just explode,
bro. I'm telling you, man. I had a Sprite, bro. Large Sprite, okay. Double cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, Big Mac, 2 large fries, bro. Apple pie, right? Brother, I'm telling you, that's what I ate. That's what I ate in the morning.
Okay, that's 2,800. That's 2,800,
okay.
And you can't order that. You can't order that on McDonald's in the morning because they have a morning meal, a menu. So I'm already calling cab like everyone else.
So morning will be at around 11 a.m., bro. 11 a.m. Before 11 a.m., the meal, the actual thing ends. So morning 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m., brother. I'm at McDonald's, bro, and I ordered that kind of lunch. I was at McDonald's for 1 hour. I ate what I wanted, brother. Okay, cool.
You ate all of that in 1 hour.
This guy, bro.
How's my audio? How's my audio?
Much better, bro. Much better, bro.
You ate all of that in 1 hour, yeah? You ate 3 burgers,
I ate all of that
1 fries.
Yes, bro. But I'm telling you, when it's my cheat day, bro, I'm telling you, like, I can eat, bro. Like,
yeah, that's like the purpose of a cheat day, bro. Like if you're gonna eat all that in one day, you pretty much like undid all the work you did for the whole week. Like when it's a cheat day, it's more like a cheat meal. Like you get like one thing you can eat. You know, if you're gonna like binge the whole day, you could literally undo everything that you did for the entire week. You know, it's just much easier to gain weight than it is to lose it. You know what I'm saying? But this Ross dude, like, I'm intrigued with this guy because, like, I'm not calling cap. Obviously, like, you sound sincere, but it's just like it doesn't pass thermodynamics. Like, it's like you know, calories is like it's not just something that we look in. Like, it's actually a unit of measure. It's actually called energy. You know what I mean? So like when people be saying that they're big bone and then, I don't be eating anything, like I'm just fat, like it's just my, you know, it's just my nature. Like they've actually done a show on this Now, maybe someone on the channel knows the show I'm talking about, but what they did was they took these people, these cappers, who had the reverse problem that you had, where they would say they're eating very little, they're dieting, and they're just not losing weight. And so that they would have them report the food that they said they ate, and then they actually, follow them with like secret cameras or whatever, and actually report the food that they actually ate. You know what I mean? Because it's mathematically impossible if you eat a certain amount of food to not gain weight or to not lose weight. You know what I'm saying? So like in your case, Ross, now you're saying you ate 8,000 calories. That's what you're telling me.
No, not 8. I said 5,000. I said I kept.
Okay, 5,000. And you're like what? You're like 120? Because I mean, you tall, so like, that's about 120, 125. I mean, you like, dude, you like way less than some chicks I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to come at you, but I'm just, if you're eating 5,000 calories, bro, you either have the most active lifestyle, like you're more active than me, like you're running 2 hours a day, you're lifting and doing whatever, or you're just nothing but muscle, because, the more muscle you have, the higher your basic metabolic rate is going to be, right? So in other words,
but just let me just say something. I said I upped it, and then I ate 5,000 calories for 5 weeks. I only gained 0.8 kg. My stomach, bro, it was painful, and it was expensive. So then I stopped, and then I had to seek medical help because, as you said, it's mathematics. I'm supposed to gain weight. I went from 40 kg all the way to 59. I did that in about 2.5 months. Just that quick, I gained 19 kg. And then I just plateaued. And obviously for me, it's like I have a health condition and I'm trying to seek help here in England, and you can't get it. I had to wait 7 months just for a fat doctor to tell me that I can't gain weight. That's all he said. And I did every blood test. They did every scan on my stomach. It's definitely a condition, but no one can get down to it. And that's the problem. It's extremely expensive to even do that.
Yeah, try going to Asia. It's the care is better and it's cheaper. So try going there. I mean, yeah, you clearly have something wrong with you, bro. I mean, if what you're saying is accurate, then it's like I wouldn't wait. You know what I mean? Because it could be something like that. Just don't make sense. That is not, that just don't make sense. I mean, maybe some people will envy you because you eat whatever you want without having to gain weight. But I mean, 125 is really, really, really small, especially for someone of your height.
And I can't even wear t-shirts because then the part, that joint part of your arm, the inside of it, it's bony. It's like, it looks disgusting.
Yeah, I would go to Asia for maybe try, when you go to that Philippine trip, maybe make a quick pit stop to Thailand and get some medical care there, because Thailand has actually really good medical care for affordable prices. So I actually did do some medical tourism in Thailand recently. So I think that would be your best bet. So you can just kind of see what's going on with you, and then bring all of your medical stuff that you got from the UK with you, so that way they don't have to redo the same stuff.
Okay, yeah, for sure, definitely.
All right, now IP. Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to help you out, brother, because you sound like a good dude. Now IP, look. I don't know, man. I caught some of your stream earlier on, right? I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that everyone knows, right? Girls want dudes who are lean, right? Who have muscles and they look good and they're lean. I think everyone knew that. That was pretty obvious. But I thought the whole point of this channel was that, because my issue wasn't getting the women per se. My issue was getting the cooperation, just getting the type of woman that I want, like a low body count chick that's going to be feminine and submissive to me. Like, that is just like, that just rarely ever happens, and even if you do get that, it's like she's still like got trauma from like other issues or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a bunch of like it's just like, so, I mean, if you're talking about like, maybe if you're talking about like trying to look better because you get better treatment, that is true. Like, it's not all just about women, bro. Like, the better you look, the better people treat you. Like, that is absolutely true. So like, if you're doing that just to get better treatment while you're in the UK, then, I understand that. But like, for the women, bro, like, no, like, dude, like, I thought that's what we against all that, we're not dealing with the women of the West. Like, that's just not, like, I don't want you to get caught up, like, you should, you got to make the exit strategy. So
of course, bro. Yeah, of course, bro. That's all being planned, bro. So basically having like a core pillar or stable hold right now in terms of my looks, brother, and my routine. Imagine me taking that abroad, bro. With my current shape, the veins in my arms, the veins inside my thighs, bro, the veins in my lower leg, right? I see veins right above my torso, bro. A nice long veiny line right there, 2 lines, bro. Like the veins in my chest after come out of a shower, bro, all over my chest, bro. Pause, no Diddy. Like, okay, so I'm at a point where, okay, like I got a nice slim face, jawline is showing, bro, hollow cheeks, brother, high cheekbones as well. I'm getting looks, Jam. I'll be real with you, like, okay, so this is where it took 5p, right, to level up, right? Because again, like, okay, so the career IT, amazing, right? Whatever, right? So you got a career, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but physical attraction also matters. And as men, we want women to have that pure animalistic look towards us. And right now, Jam, I'm getting that look, bro. That woman look at me like, you know, from a pure animal look, animal vibe, right? So when I go abroad, bro, oh man, it's a wrap.
Physical attraction matters more than everything else. It's not that it also matters. It's just the first thing that matters, and then everything else comes as a result of that, you know? So, I mean, you're absolutely right about that. But, dude, you're already lean enough. Like, at least from what the stats are telling me, like, I think the next thing you got to be focused on, and this is like what I got my bro into, because, you know, he said the same thing. He was just lean maxing. I'm like, bro, get your muscle up. I'm not saying you got to be like me. I'm not saying you got to be Hulk, right? I guess a good example would be like Bruce Lee status, or like, you know, I'm trying to think of a black version of that, but like you want to have a situation, right, where your muscles are defined, right, and they're there, you know what I mean? So like if I were you, if you just gain like a good 5, you know, maybe stay the same weight, or maybe gain like 5-10 kilos max, right, of muscle, like you just focus on keeping the same body fat, right? But now you're just recompositioning your body so that you have more muscle on your frame, because one, it's gonna be easier to stay lean, because the more muscle you have, right, the higher your basic metabolic rate is, which means that the more food you can consume before you gain weight, because muscle requires more energy to maintain than fat, you know? Nice. So you can literally just eat more while maintaining the same weight. So if we're the same weight, but I'm like 8%, you know, body fat, and you're 8% body fat, but I have more muscle than you, right? I'll be able to eat more food than you will while maintaining the same weight. And the thing with muscle too is that once you build a solid base, it kind of sucks at first. It takes like a year or two, but once you build a solid base, bro, it's really hard to lose muscle. Like you could stop working out for like 6 months, a year, and you're still gonna have that frame, bro. You know what I mean? You can literally once you build that frame, right, then you're good to go. So if I were you, I would focus on like going to the gym, because you're already lean enough at this point now. What muscles is going to do is going to make you actually appear even leaner, because now, right, you're already lean enough where your muscles can show. Because some people have issues where they're fat, so they have muscle, but the fat is hiding their muscle, because the way it works is that your adipose tissue is above the muscles. So you might have abs, but because you have fat over your abs, it's not visible. You don't have that problem. So when you start lifting, you're going to see what's it called, results almost immediately. You know what I mean? So if I'm you now, I'm focusing on putting the weight in the gym. Like if I'm you, you know, you should easily be benching at least 225. At least, what is that in kilos? Like 105 kilos or 110, something like that? No, yeah, I think it's like 110 kilos. Or you should easily be benching something like that, right? Easily. You should get up to that point, because then that's going to give you like that plated chest look, right? And you also want to do something that helps with your V taper. So you want to work on your shoulders. Like the 3 main groups you want to focus on, right, is your chest, your shoulders, and your back. That's going to give you that V taper look, bro. Like especially a thing that I was like, I didn't even know about, you know what I mean? That I feel like a lot of men sleep on, but it's like a real big thing that women like. There's this thing called the V. I didn't know about this. My girl had to tell me this. So my ex-girl had to tell me about this, because I showed her, you know, I sent her a picture of my abs, like, you know what I mean, to make myself look good. But she didn't even care about the abs, even though the abs are on fleek. The abs are bulging. She didn't care about that. What she cared about was that V taper. Like it's essentially like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like it's like essentially the hip joint, right? If you have a really strong hip joint like that V, right? If you know what I'm talking about, women go crazy for that. So those are the things I would focus on. I would focus on getting your chest up, right? You know, you can work on your arms too, but your chest, your shoulders, your back, those are the three main muscle groups you really want to focus on. The other stuff you can just do as accessories, like you do a couple, dumbbell curls for your arms, right? You can do some ab workouts, right, for your abs. But those are the things I'll focus on now. You already got lean enough. You know what I mean? You don't need it, dude. Like you don't need to be like, what's his name, Ross, and not to pick on you, Ross, but like Ross clearly got a condition. You don't need to be at Ross's size. Right? Like you shouldn't be like that. That should not be the goal now. Like the goal now is to put more muscle on your frame. That's the goal.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Jam. I'm gonna bring in Creative next time after. I'm gonna bring in Zane after. What's up,
All
Creative? You good, bro?
Yeah, brother, I'm good, brother. I got a few questions for you, man.
Fire away, bro.
Yeah, like everybody used to like watch your channel and stuff like that. I respect. I actually think your channel gives some good intel, but I noticed that like the videos are kind of getting basically like race baity, if you know what I'm saying. Like what's up with that?
Bro, different conversation, bro. Different conversation.
Okay,
Let's keep
my
on.
bad.
Let's keep on
Okay,
track, bro.
well, okay,
So
I'll
if
talk
you,
about
if
the
you haven't got
Looksmaxxing.
anything,
Yeah.
go on, bro.
Okay, yeah. The reason why I'm like, kind of against the Looksmaxxing thing is because a lot of them are like into this idea of using I forgot what it is, but it's basically supplements, like the GHK and stuff like that, to basically make themselves look as lean as possible. But like, dude, man, these people won't stop like that. I don't know. Can I say his name? That one famous streamer guy, or
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
okay,
We don't deserve it.
okay. I'm not gonna say it. But basically, a lot of them, they're into taking testosterone, and the reason why he looked that individual looked sickly at one point is because they were taking like some compound that was giving them artificial melanin, right, and things like that. So I personally like think that people should stay away from that, as long as like your body fat is like under like 15%, which is manageable for a lot of people, and you got like some good muscle definition. Like it sounds to me like IP, you're already in the right place. Like you got the jawline and stuff like that. Like really, what more do you want than that?
Brother,
Yeah,
I
like-
want veins on my forehead, brother. I want veins in my Johnson. I want to be completely leaned out, bro. Literally to the point where I'm at 8% body fat, bro. And that's when so I take that abroad, bro. Like it'll be like, but okay, unfortunately I'm not 6'1", I'm not 6 foot. But I will say like I do wear shoes that make me 6 foot or near 6 foot, right? But I'm not that 6 foot height, which I believe would even take me to another level, But it is what it is. So I can't control my height, but I can control my body and my face, bro. So I feel like that can help me get lean down as possible to help me for the lack of deficiency in my height, bro, at 6 foot as a 6 footer.
That's true, but wouldn't like going down to like 8%, like wouldn't you be sacrificing some muscle mass? Like you would need to probably take some supplements to like be able to maintain the muscle mass while also keeping a very low body weight like that,
Yeah, I would say so, bro. But let me see how it goes first as to what could come of it. I'm at a point where, bro, I don't really even care about smashing a chick, bro. I just don't care. I want to get leaned out as possible, bro. And yeah, I do feel like, okay, so just checking for me, but I have no urge to smash, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't really care for it at the moment. I just want to like focus on me and my self-improvement journey, brother. And we'll see what happens. But if it means I got to take a pill, then it is what it is, bro. But hold that thought there, Creative. Let me bring in Zane. Zane, you good, bro?
Yeah, how you doing, IP? I was just listening back to the stream a while ago, bro, and I saw you brought up a point saying that gold and silver, it doesn't look too. But I was about to bring this point up that we as black men, is not just our skin color; we have different undertones. So for one black guy, wearing a silver chain could fit him, but for another one, it could look off. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring that point up. What you were saying, even with the clothes thing, black look good on some black guys, but on other black guys, it doesn't fit. We have same skin color, but we have undertones. You get what I'm saying?
Oh wait, yeah, but hold on, bro. So, but don't you feel like if you're dark skinned, right? I do have feedback. If you're dark skinned, you want to be wearing a silver chain. Like for example, let me share my screen over here, right? Like I feel like if you had that dark skin complexion like this guy, like silver chain will rock on you. Because again, the chain contrasts your brown skin tone and your dark skin tone. You know, like, but again, I feel like gold doesn't even suit black men. If I'm honest with you, gold chain. I think silver is the chain that black men should go for, right? If I keep her a buck.
I agree. But I was saying, you were saying about the black shirt too. You see, black look good on that guy right there. It looks good on him. You know what I'm saying? So black could fit you as a black guy also. You know, you don't have to wear a yellow shirt. What you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think you're tripping on that.
Hold on. I feel like a black shirt, right, does not suit a dark skinned black guy. A black shirt suits a light brown guy or a light skinned guy like Chris Brown. If you're a dark skinned black dude, let's say you're Akon complexion, or let's say you're Lil Wayne complexion or Ye complexion, you should not be wearing black shirts all the time. If you're gonna wear a black shirt, at least wear white chinos or light chinos. Don't wear black jeans, black shirt. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, you get what I'm saying now. That's the point. You could be a dark skinned guy, but you could have a different undertone. Some of us have a lighter undertone. Some of us have darker undertones. There's some black guys that they're dark, but they have a lighter undertone. They have a cool undertone, and you have other black guys who are black, but they have a darker undertone. You know what I'm saying? So it matters on undertones. It's not just skin color. Because you can't just say every dark-skinned black guy cannot wear a black shirt. It doesn't make any sense, if you get what I'm saying. Because we have different undertones. Yeah.
Fair enough. But I also feel like dark-skinned black men should be rocking like yellow shirts. Light blue.
Yeah.
Why not, bro? No. Hold on, bro. Right?
I actually think a black shirt will give your physique more, like it could show off your physique, and it actually could show off your facial structure a little bit better too. I don't agree with the flamboyant colors. I don't think it fit black guys. Really, I don't think a yellow shirt or pink or blue fits dark-skinned black guys. I really don't think it does.
Wait, hold on, bro. But hold on. If you're a dark-skinned bro, right? Okay. If you're a dark-skinned bro, you should be wearing white tee, light blue tee, light green tee, right? Light brown tee, right? Bright yellow tee. You should be wearing, let's say, just bright colors. I'm not saying don't wear pink, F no, right? But be wearing light brown colors. If you're a light-skinned black guy like Chris Brown, you should be wearing black tee, dark blue, dark green, dark gray. Come on, man, going creative.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with the other brother. Like, I don't know what he considers a flamboyant colors, but I feel like the best color, like you mentioned, you said light brown. Like, I would say cream color. That's like the best. Yeah, that's like pretty good, right? Cream colored shirt. Yeah.
But I don't agree with the yellow and the blue stuff. I just think seeing a dark skinned guy out with a yellow shirt or a blue shirt, it just doesn't fit, bro. It looks very off. I really do think they would look better in a black shirt. I really do. I'm not even trying to count, bro.
Hold on, brother. You're telling me that this fit, right? Zane, you got feedback, bro. I don't know what's happening there with your stuff, but there's some crazy mess.
Yeah, just mute yourself when you're not talking. Just mute yourself when you're not talking.
So let me share this, right. And Jam, I know that this is probably your fit, Jam. I think I get how you dress, Jam, right? You're just elegant. Like, you're telling me that this light blue shirt doesn't contrast well, right, with this brother's skin color, with the light pants. Come on, man. If you're a black guy, you're leaned out, and you dress like that, it is impossible not to get a woman. How are you a dark-skinned black guy, and you're dressed like this, right? Again, if you have a silver chain on as well, it's a wrap. It's an effing wrap. Let's keep it a buck. You're telling me that you want to wear light brown? Come on, bro.
I don't know. I think this is a little too deep. Like, I personally believe, like for example, this brother right here, he's gonna look good in pretty much any color. Like, if you put that color, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he looks good in the light blue. But if you have black, you have white, you have pink, you have pretty much any color, he's gonna look good because it's you know, what matters first is like the portrait. You know what I mean? Like the rest is just kind of accessories. Like I don't really think like the color of someone's shirt is gonna like be the deciding factor of whether a girl goes home with you or not. Don't get me wrong, it can help, but like that is like I would say like the last thing that you really got to worry about. Like I've noticed like as my physique has gotten better, like I'll just wear plain stuff all the time. Like I'll wear like a white tee or even and I kind of agree with the brother on the black tee because the black is slimming. So like if you want to appear slimmer, right, you should wear black. You know what I mean? If you're like on your weight loss journey, you're not all the way lean yet, you should be wearing black because that actually makes you appear slimmer. Like they've done studies on this. So I actually agree. But like I said, it really just depends on you. But I don't think it's that like it's gonna add like maybe what 0.25 like at most half a point at most. And I think I'm really reaching there with like your overall aesthetics. Like if you don't like the way you look, it don't matter what you wear, it's not gonna change that. So I personally think you should be focusing on upping your body, like making your body the best it could be first, and then these things are just kind of like up to taste, up to a matter of taste.
Yeah, and like yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, but I agree. Like that model brother you showed, right? I think his name was like Mukasa, right? That dude, like, no Diddy, no homo, but he looked better than anything. Like you can put like the wackiest shirt on him, right, and the guy would literally look good. Him and like Lance Gross, like I agree. Like what you wear, like it's a pretty good like starting point. But overall, like if you don't have the Mukasa look or guys like Lance Gross, it ultimately doesn't add much of a thing,
Yeah, I peep for the heck of it. Put black on just to see. Since he said he's a dark skinned brother, right? Put black on just to see what they'll look like.
It'll be a different guy, yeah.
It's a different. Oh, I thought it edited. I thought the AI edited the color. Never mind. All right, never mind. All right.
Let me find the black tee on the black man. Black tee on black man.
Yeah, because I rock black tees. Like that's my look. Like black and gray are usually my look.
Well, okay, so what pants do you wear? Sorry, what trousers do you wear, bro? Trousers do you wear, Jam? If you're wearing black tee.
Usually.
So
yeah, gotta contrast. So like,
come on, bro.
Go ahead. What you saying?
So, Jem, are you wearing black shirt and you're wearing black trousers too, or black pants, right?
It depends on the look. Like if I'm gonna wear black a black shirt and black pants, then I'm gonna wear like colorful shoes so that way it completes the look. Like if I'm wearing all black, like shirt and pants, then I'm not gonna wear like black because then I look like a line. You know what I mean? So I'll wear like maybe like orange shoes, like my Giannis's, or I'll wear like my Kobe's or something like that. That has color, so it kind of like accents the look. But then if I'm not doing that, then I might wear cargos or like something like cargo shorts, right, where it contrasts with the black. But like I don't know, like I said, I don't think it matters too much. Like as long as what you're wearing doesn't look crazy, like I really don't think it matters too much. Like yeah, I like to experiment with it, but like I'm just like I said, like I really think it only adds at most half a point. Like I feel like if you're going into this much detail, like in order to like. Because you already get like you said, right? You leaning out, you got attention from the chicks. It wasn't your wardrobe that was doing that, bro. It was you getting leaned out. You know what I mean? Like the wardrobe was just, all right, it adds a little bit, comes later. But what made the difference was you leaning out, was you getting your jawline, was them being able to see your cheekbones. Like that's what made the difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's for the brother talking about the whole like he don't like the Looksmaxxing thing. See, the thing is, men look for results, right? Men are not trying to like be coddled about it, like, oh, it's okay or whatever. Like men want results. Right. And dude, unfortunately, we live in a messed up world, bro. So, the answers, right? I mean, like we shouldn't have to travel in order to get a wife that is like, that is actually like decent. You know what I mean? But that's where we live in now. So, I mean, it's the same thing here, bro. Like if you say, oh, you don't do this. Well, if you don't look the part for the girl that wants you, then you're not going to get the girl. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do any of these things, right? But I've learned because I used to be kind of judgmental like yourself, sir. But I've also learned that like, maybe I'm just born like blessed, like what I mean. Like I was born tall, I was born with high testosterone, I was born being able to easily put on muscle. Like if I'm for example, let's say I'm an Indian dude, right? and I'm not tall, you all right, and I'm trying to, put on muscle. Like Indian guys have much harder times putting on muscle than we do. Like we're kind of just born like with low key with those medications or what that they use like pre-built in. Like we're just blessed with that. So like imagine you're a dude who has a hard time putting on, like for example, like our friend here, right? And then you have a medication that can make it so that you can put on weight, like our friend has here, and you're telling him not to do that when he knows it's going to change his life. Like for example, I used to look down on people who got the hair transplants or whatever, but now I'm like, like I've seen people where literally their lives changed. Like they had everything right. All they did was just the hair was missing, but then they went to Turkey, they got the hair. And now they look good and they're getting a completely different life. It's like to tell them not to do that. Like, it's like, yeah, it's easy to say when it's like, it comes easy to you. You know what I mean? Like, I just like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to, don't get me wrong. I won't do it, but it's just because I haven't needed to do it yet. Like if I lose my hair, that might be something that I consider doing. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think hair is a really big thing. So it's unfortunate, but this is the world we live in, man.
Facts, bro. So as I was checking, so you can see on the screen over here, right? Like again, the black tea don't suit this guy, bro. It really doesn't. Let's keep it a buck. A white tea will suit him. Yeah, go on, bro.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh man, who told you that you need to get down to 8% body fat? And who specifically told you about the veins in the forehead?
For me, it's me personally that from what I've seen from my results, the lower body fat I got personally, like not weight but body fat, I've seen how women have been treating me, big time, bro. Like, but so I'll be on a train. I'll be on a train, right? Obviously, when you sit down, you can see the muscles, or you can see like your. It sounds so weird, like okay, no digging, no homo, but you can see your thigh meat. We are saying that your thigh meat like get bigger. You know when you sit down on the train, you see your legs get bigger and spread out. So you can see my veins, right? When I'm wearing shorts, I see women looking at my veins, and it's mad, bro. So imagine if I had veins all over my flipping legs, bro. I get veins in my forehead, bro, on my side head, bro, like I had last year. Veins in my neck as well, veins in my nose. That's the plan, bro. Like, call me vain, man. I'll keep it a buck, bro. Like,
you're trolling. You're definitely trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling, brother. Like, the plan is get to at least single-digit body fat.
You mentioned Colombia and Brazil. All right, yeah. Jam didn't need veins on his forehead, veins on his nose. Zayn, you can see his picture right now. He doesn't have veins on his forehead. He has a Colombian girlfriend.
They're both tall, bro. They're both tall. I'm not tall. I need to like. Zayn is definitely 6 foot at least. Jam is 6'2", 6'3", 6'3" with shoes.
You're 5'11".
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie. You're right. I think you a little bit overboard with the 8% body fat. I don't think you got to go that extreme. That's like elite athlete type of thing, bro. Like, I really think like 13-14% is okay as a man, bro, because you still got to have some type of mass on you. You can't just be all the way leaned out like a Kenyan, bro. Like, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's saying this just because he doesn't have as much muscle on his frame. Like, I feel like the less muscle on your frame that you have, the lower your body fat needs to be. You know what I mean? Because if you have a lot of muscle on your frame, then you can get away with much higher body fat percentage while still looking lean because of all that muscle mass. That's why I'm telling IP. I'm like, bro, just focus on just building some more. Because like, dude, I mean, one, it's not healthy to maintain that low. It's going to start affecting your test levels. Right, if you get your body fat too low, there's a reason why, right? Bodybuilders, like, they only maintain it for a short time, and then usually year round they're much higher. So that's the first thing. But then, like I said, once you build more muscle, it's just you don't need to be as lean. You don't need to have as low body fat in order to appear to have the same leanness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I've lost like kind of like energy to like chase women. Or even like want to smash a chick, bro. And I think it's probably down to like me going to a low. I'm probably at like, let's say 11% body fat right now. Honest with you, it's probably due to that because I gotta do a lot of cardio, a lot of lifting, endurance lifting as well. And I don't feel the need to like quarter push women. I don't want to like smash a woman at the moment, bro. Like there's no energy to do so. There's no like, incentive to do so. Like it's mad, bro. And it's probably down to my low body fat percentage. But that keeps me focused because again, if you're not thinking about smashing a woman all the time, right? You're thinking about your goals. You can get a lot. You can get a lot of things achieved, brothers.
You said you don't. You said you don't eat fats. Eat fatty food as well. So it's your diet really. It's not your body fat.
Mm.
Well, it could be a bit of both. You're absolutely right about that. Because when you have low fat, your body goes into what's something called ketosis, right? When you have low carbs and stuff like that, like your body goes into ketosis. So it could just be that, but I do think it's probably a mixture of all those things. You know what I mean? What I will say though is, bro, like brothers are sleeping on cardio. Like, I mean, I know it sounds like it's overkill because, I know I run an hour every day. I get it. It sounds like it's overkill. But, dude, I'm telling you, once you're able to build up to that, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, it's actually pretty easy. You meet a lot of people. Like, you actually, like, it's not even just like a workout thing. It could be like a social thing, too. I've met a lot of people just running outside, in my neighborhood. Like, when I was in Brazil, I'd run all the time. Especially when I was running shirtless, I got a lot of looks and attention from that. Like it's not even just like a workout thing, but I don't like to diet too much. So I prefer to do the cardio, and you can burn easily like 1,000 calories in an hour, just doing cardio. Like I really feel like people are sleeping on cardio. Maybe instead of, just eating less, just maybe work out more, burn the fat more. So that way you can still enjoy your foods and you don't have the drawbacks of essentially what IP is dealing with right now because he's low calorie, so yeah, I mean I don't know, like I said, I'm just telling you right now, you're already low enough. Just focus on building some muscle mass.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, do not lean out anymore, bro. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be good for you. It's a good thing, but like leaning out too much is as he said, bro, test levels and a whole bunch of stuff you just don't want to deal with. But I just wanted to make this point though. Have we fallen this far, bro, as a society globally that men now have to drop to like these percentages of body fat to date women? What happened to just grooming yourself? That's crazy.
No, I disagree. I'm not gonna lie, because my thing is this, like, for us, I can only speak as a black man, but what I notice is that with us, and I talked about it before, that a lot of us have this like wild card, like, a lot of men, like when they see like, these really pretty girls with black dudes, they're not able to put two and two together, right? But most of the time it could be for a diverse set of reasons, whereas for other races, they have to look like, that model, that Chris Hemsworth and stuff like that. Whereas for us, we're so different from the standard that, like, I think we can invest in personality and stuff like that and just be noticed just like all the other individuals, And I've tasted down the line.
Dude, both genders care about personality the least, bro. If you're with a fat girl and she's the best personality in the world, you're still going to see her as a fat girl first.
Yeah, physical attraction is first. Physical attraction is first all over the world.
But what are we talking about? Are we talking about the West or the countries we travel to? Because this seems like a more Western thing that IP is talking about, because none of it's relating back to the countries he had successes in.
That's true. Then that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I wouldn't say so, because like in Asian countries, bro, like, yo, dude, hold up, bro. Can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself, bro, when you're not talking for real? But I would say in Asian countries, bro, they are way more strict on the thin thing. You know what I mean? And like, it was kind of like a novelty because you're American, right? So it's kind of like, okay, all right, they would deal with certain things, but like IP said now, like it's no, like the novelty's wearing off. It's not just, oh, okay, you're American, you're in type thing. Like Asia, they're way more strict, with their, like, dude, like when I'm in Asia, bro, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not even, I'm in really good shape. When I'm in Asia, bro, I gotta wear like extra large for t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, just because I'm, you know what I mean? So like, I don't think it's just an American thing especially when it comes to the leanness, because America is actually much more forgiving on that than most countries in Asia. Like you go to Korea, bro, like, no, like, you gotta be, actually in Korea, probably where IP is going for is probably standing in Korea.
But just as Creative said, like as black males, you're just an anomaly, because think about it, you specifically, Jam, you don't fit the beauty standard in Vietnam. You still got a good looking girlfriend there. You're bigger body than everyone else. That's not their beauty
Yeah,
standard.
but I'm also tall and jacked. Like I don't think that's like, you know what I mean, I'm not like, it's not like I'm a chubby dude. You know what I mean? I got a six pack. I'm tall.
Yeah.
I'm clearly in shape. So I mean that I don't. I mean, you could say the whole not fitting a beauty standard, but I'm clearly like not in bad
Yeah,
shape. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hey, could I make
that's
this
what I'm
point
referring
before I
to.
leave? I want to make a point before I leave. Beauty standards don't really matter, because beauty standards in biology is really just height, frame, and face. So if you have a decent stats in all of those, you're gonna attract women all over the world. When people say beauty standards like this and that, like if you have height, frame, and face, that's biology. Beauty standards cannot like override that, bro. You know what I'm saying? What the beauty standard for biology and what women and men are supposed to be attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like an Asian woman being thick and looking good, like black men are gonna find her different, gonna find her attractive. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's not the beauty standard in Africa, but she looks different, but she got what biology has as a beauty standard. So we're still attracted to them. So beauty standards is a very, very tricky thing, because Asian guy in Asia, yeah, he's, you know what I'm saying, he probably is a beauty standard, but coming over to the West and stuff like that, he's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's biology at the end of the day. I just think biology's beauty standards are much more it's a better way to track it. Yeah.
Jam, let me ask you, brother. Jam, what's your skincare routine?
You know, pretty much nothing, bro. I don't do anything for skincare. Like I literally do nothing.
Okay. Zane, Creative, what's your skincare routine?
Now, honestly, I'll say this. I'm sure that Jam, like, you know, that brother probably got flawless skin. But for me, you know, my skin's cooked. So, like, I probably have to, I think I use, like, La Roche-Posay. But then, you know, when I'm hitting the showers, I have to, like, use that Kojic soap to get rid of the spots. But one thing about a skincare routine, I'll tell you this, is that if you're eating, like, hella bad, like, you know, lots of greasy foods and stuff like that, like, you're going to break out, like, every time. That's how it works, you know.
So you said in the shower, what soap do you use in the shower, Creative?
Kojic acid with turmeric.
Kojic acid.
Yes, yeah, it helps with your. It doesn't. Contrary to popular perception, it doesn't lighten your skin. It brightens your skin, so it really shows your undertones. You know, it's really good. You know, if anyone wants to get on that, you know.
Can you type in the private chat, please? Kojic.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. What about you, Ross? What do you use for your skincare routine?
Here in England, because I don't go out a lot, it's the same as Jam. I just I use this vitamin C serum. That's the most. But last month I bought I spent like $300 on some skincare ish, which is I bought a brightening foam. I bought a pigment control sunscreen, because I'm gonna go to a sunny country, and then I had to buy this age element brightening serum, and then this gel cream to put on my skin. And you might think it's too much, but on my paternal side of the family, like, they're lighter skin, but they suffer from hyperpigmentation. So I have to, and they live in the sun. So my father was like, he was light skinned, but now it's like he has so many brown patches on his skin. It's like burnt up. So I have to. So one thing I learned from him was to take care of my skin when I'm young. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm moving to a sunny spot. But when I come back to Europe, maybe in 2028, I won't. I'm not gonna spend all this money that I'm spending. But it's important to use sunscreen though.
Awesome. Great. No, this is great, man. Thank you for that, Creative. Much appreciated, bro. Perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, look my best, man. It's very important. There's no games over here, man. Like,
Yo, IP. Maybe you should go back to Korea after this look, because, like, you know, now, when you were in Korea before, I'm sure, like, what were you weighing when you first went to Korea? Because I know that's an infamous stream of yours, but I know you weighed probably a lot more than you did now. So I'm curious.
And probably a great point there, Jam. Looking at my pictures back then, I had a fatter face. round the face. I was probably around 83 kilograms. Didn't have much definition. Didn't really take skincare seriously back then. I think this time around, I probably do better in Korea. About it, like me leaned out, me having shiny lips as well, me having veins on my forehead. It should be a movie.
Yeah, I think you would do quite well actually over there because they, like I said, they have a certain aesthetic. And even for me myself, like I'm too bulky for that aesthetic, right? But I think you're like right in the. There's like this YouTuber, there's this Korean black YouTuber, right? But he's like around the exact like frame that they like in Korea because they like a certain type of frame on their man, and it's like it's way more slender. Like they don't like the Rock or anything like that. They want someone who's like kind of like Spider-Man, like what I mean, like muscular Spider-Man, stuff like that, like that type of leanness. And it sounds like you're there right now, so I feel like you'd have a much better time in Korea now with this aesthetic, like with the way you're looking at currently. Than when you did before, because the thing is, you just can't be what's considered fat in Korea. Like maybe you didn't consider yourself fat back then, bro, but like in Asia, bro, like pretty much every American who's like not you. I mean, I wouldn't be considered fat, but they call me like monster. They call me like big. You know what I mean? So like pretty much everyone who's outside of your frame is considered fat in Asia, especially in Korea, because Korea has the highest beauty standards. But if you're looking the way you do right now, I mean, like I said, you're the abnormality. You probably get a lot more play going this time around.
Okay, thank you for that, Jam. Now, a question for both in the live stream chat and in the panel as well, right? How do you do a saggy skin? Like, when your skin slightly sags, or when you have like eye bags as well underneath your arms, so underneath your eyes. How do you do with that? Again, this is like a Looksmaxxing conversation. I want to get rid of my eye bags and underneath my eyes. That's one thing that I'm really worried about: the eye bags and a slightly saggy skin. Anyone know how to deal with that?
Saggy skin.
Is that too, like like around your nose where it's slightly coming downwards? It's probably gravity, aging. How do you deal with that? And like saggy on the back eyes as well.
I don't know what the eyes. You have to see a professional with that. But saggy under the nose, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. They're talking about
like on the side of your nose, right, where you're like your cheeks slightly come forward or come down.
Are you talking about you have that line like that goes from your nostril to your mouth, basically?
Oh, a laugh line, right? A laugh line. Yeah. There you go.
Damn, I don't know. That's like one of my worst fears. I don't know how you deal with that. You need to talk. You can get resources on the internet that can help you.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, man, like the other guy said, I don't want to plug any other people, but there's this guy that I connected with him on Discord. He knows like all this stuff, bro. But yeah, he's a black skincare kind of guy. So
put me in touch with him, bro. Are you on the Discord as well, Creative?
Yes, I am. I am on your Discord. Yeah.
Hit me up on your DMs, bro. Just send me a DM or friend request, and let's talk about this black skincare guy. Because I'm taking it very seriously, bro. Like I need to like get my skincare popping, get my lips shiny. And I know it sounds weird, but these are the things that like will help people, woman. Like it also on my forehead as well. I'm seeing some wrinkles in my forehead. I was like, damn, like it's finally coming. Like I see some dudes in there like 21, 22, right, with wrinkles on their forehead. Like for example, Jude Bellingham, the footballer, Jude Bellingham. If you know who he is, he's a very popular soccer player. He's got wrinkles on his forehead, right? He's only like 21, 22. So I've held out for a long time not having any wrinkles, but it's coming in now. So I'm trying to like keep that under control, man. Like this is serious to me, man. Like for me, I want my peak to be longer. There is a male peak, but I want my peak to be longer because again, I'm building wealth, right? I'm doing everything right. So it comes to a point where I want to pull 21, 22, 20-year-old chick, but again, I gotta be at my absolute best. Like I can't, like a guy can't pull a 21-year-old chick if he's a bum or he ain't got no money behind him. Money is important. Looking good is also important. Like Jam, for example, Jam looks good, right? You know, he's tall, he's strong, right? He dresses well, and he got the money to now he's got early, he's got early 20s chick. It's possible, but you have to be at the peak of your powers, bro. Because once again, why would a 21-year-old chick, right, date a 35-year-old dude? It makes it, come on. I'll be real with you. The average 21-year-old chick doesn't want to do anything with a 35-year-old. But if you have the money, if you look good, right, if you're well groomed, okay, there may be a chance. I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah, but like if you don't look 35, it don't matter. Like 35 is just like I mean, I'm not trying to say age is just a number, but like if you don't look your age and then she finds out later, right, and she's already emotionally invested, it's not gonna really matter, you know? Like if you just look the part, bro, like I'm telling you, most of the time, like all the other stuff, all the circumstantial stuff, if she's already animalistically attracted to you, she's not gonna be like, oh, well, he's 35, so no. That's just not gonna happen.
But thing
like,
is, Jam, right? She might ask you for your age off rip. How old are you? She finds you physically attractive, right? But first date, second date, she has to feel for your age, bro. Now you can't lie that you're 26, 25, right? It's only down the line where, okay, let's say you meet a chick, right? She don't ask you for your age for like 2 months, but she's in you, and then eventually comes out, okay, she's too emotionally invested in you, she likes you, she don't really care. But from off rip, Jam, like you meet her first, there's attraction there, she asks you for your age. Do you lie to her, Jam? I don't think you should, bro.
You know, it's funny you said that because I literally had like a scenario about this like the other day. So like that's actually true. It's funny that you say that, you know. I would just try to skirt that, but like even in my scenario, you know, they were persistent. So yeah, I mean, look, I know I didn't lie, but I know some people who do. You know, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't really know about that. In my opinion, like if, maybe just say like what I would do personally, like what I normally do that works a lot of times is just ask her, how old do you think I look? And then when she tells you that, you be like, all right, I see. You know what I mean? You just kind of go with that. And then you don't necessarily say yes and no, you just confirm it. Because most of the time, especially as a black man, she's going to think you look younger than your actual age. So you literally just do that. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, because once a girl likes you, that's the real, like the point is like just to get her to like you. Once a girl likes you, bro, then a lot of things can be forgiven. You know what I mean? But you're right about the whole, like, if you see the age in the beginning, it could be like, a downfall. So you got to try your best to usurp that. You got to try your best to skirt that.
So okay, brother. So she's okay. So she guesses your age. Oh no. Okay, you ask her. Okay, how old you think I am? She puts her age out there, bro. You just say, okay, yep, that's me. But that's you lying, bro. Because that's
no, I'm not lying. I'll be like, damn. Okay, I see. All right. I'll just kind of say that. And then she'll be like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I'll usurp. But sometimes, like I said, it don't work all the time, but sometimes it does. I would just throw that out there and then see. You know what I mean? Sometimes it does work. You can just try. I'm not saying it's a foolproof thing, obviously, right? Because, the other day I had a situation like that and, they were persistent. I kept trying to change the subject and they kept, it kept coming back. So, in that case, you decide what you want to do. You decide whether you want to tell the truth, or if you want to lie or whatever, like it's up to you. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you strategies to like, kind of like, because I do agree with you. Like, you don't want to be given that intel like too quickly or not, because it's not even about, to be honest with you, it's not even about the whole age thing. Like for me, because I'm not, I'm a Gen Zer, so I'm not even that old. So it's not even about the whole age thing for me. It's about like the expectations that come with that age. You know what I mean? Like if she, like, for example, like, I don't know how old you are, people. Let's say you're 35, right? But the girl who's looking at you, she's thinking like you're 23 or whatever. Like you look that age, right? If she's thinking you're 23, she's gonna have different expectations of you versus when someone that you're 35. When you're 35, she's gonna expect you to be like essentially to be like a sugar daddy type for her off rip. You know what I mean? You should be this, you should do this, you should do that. So it's not even about like, oh, she might not date me. It's like she's gonna have different expectations for me as a 35-year-old man versus a 25-year-old man. So you want to be perceived as younger because, well, the younger you are, the less that expectations she has for you outside of looks. Like the only thing she really have is for you to look good, right? When you're younger, because you're not expected to have much when you're younger. But the older you get, the more it's like, all right, you need to have more. Like, I mean, you've been on this earth for this many years and you're not doing this. Like, where you at? You know what I mean? So that's the big thing with me about the whole age thing is I just don't want it to be perceived. Like if I'm like 40, right, and I'm dating a girl who's 20, she's not going to just be cool with just me giving her the ride around town, you know what I'm saying? And then that's it. She's going to want something else on top of that because she's going to be like, well, he's still 40. Even if he looks good, he's still 40. Like I feel like he should be doing something else on top of it. That's just the way girls think.
I agree, bro. Black Knight, do you want to chime in, brother? Great point, Sir Jam.
Yes, I want to revisit that wrinkle conversation. I have a baby face and I'm starting to get those like forehead wrinkles. I tried retinol and I haven't seen much improvement. And I'm thinking about getting those LED lights. Apparently, it helps produce collagen and might not necessarily revert your skin back to normal, but prevent future wrinkles.
Oh, thank you for that, Black Knight. But okay, can you reach out to me on IG, brother? So we can talk more about that. Do we already have a? Do we already speak on IG already?
Yes.
Or we do. Message me, please, bro. Please. I'm definitely interested in that. Again, I want to avoid any wrinkles.
IP, you shouldn't experiment. You should really talk to a professional. I even found a black dermatologist, but you're not in London, so I would have recommended it to you. Who would help you with these type of things. You need like real proof of things happening. You don't want to experiment with lights and all of that. You need like, real products.
Yeah, that's facts.
Could you send the name of the black dermatologist in the group chat?
She's in London. If you're in London,
I will be there in a couple of weeks.
Okay, I got you.
Awesome. No, great. Do you Black Knight, do you also shave your beard as well? Do you feel like it helps you look younger? Because again, I'm at a crossroads here, right? Because I feel like I love my goatee. It must be like it gives me like a unique look, right? But Jam is saying shave my beard to look even younger. What's your thoughts, Jam? What's your thoughts, Black Knight, shaving your beard or your goatee?
I think beard looks better personally, but I can't grow one, so I shave whatever patches that I have.
So you're clean shaven.
Essentially.
Do you feel like it makes you look younger and gets you more woman?
It makes me look younger, but in my perspective is I can't really grow one, so it looks kind of patchy and terrible, so I decided not to grow any. But I think generally people like beards, but if it's too big, I think it's off-putting.
I think it depends though, because like with a beard, right? Like I don't want to get too deep into the Looksmaxxing stuff, but like basically, if your chin projection, right? If it balances out with your face, like it's really much needed. Like for example, I don't know how to say this, but there's like this angle that your zygotes are supposed to have usually, right? So if your beard, your chin beard gives you a little bit of that push, I think you should keep it though. Regardless of whether you look old or young, I think it makes your face look more balanced, you know?
I say experiment. I'm assuming you work from home, so it really isn't too much of a big deal to experiment.
Yeah,
like the same thing. The same thing. Like you'll grow your beard back in a month. Like you're not willing to shave it once, risk 1 month. It's not like you're doing some experimental. I don't want to say, you're not doing some experimental substance. Like you're willing to do that. Which by the way, Ross, I appreciate that. Go to a dermatologist. Don't just be trying random stuff on your skin. But you're more willing to do that than shave off your goatee. That grows back. Like, come on, man. But I get it because, like I said, I had the same reversions. But then my bro really he pushed me to do it, and I will admit I did see some results from that. So, dude, in my opinion, bro, especially because you have the goatee, you don't even have like the whole like the chin strap. You just have the goatee going on, right? Like I think the beard, I think the beard works right for you, right? Depending on how strong your chin is, like you got a strong chin now, you know what I mean? I have a strong chin, so you don't want to hide. Like if you got a strong jawline, bro, you don't want to hide that. Like, if it's a good, like you want to show that, you know what I'm saying? So like if you have a weaker jawline, then use the beard, right, to cover that, but you're not even using it for that. So it's just like, why not, shave the beard, see if it makes people, because youth sells, right? So see if it makes you look younger. Because for me, when I shave my beard, I can pass as a legit college student. Like I can legit go to college campuses, no one's gonna notice anything different. Like when I shave my beard. But when I don't shave my beard, especially because of my size, when I don't shave my beard, I get a much more adult look. So I just, so even though I always, even now when I think of myself, like when I picture myself with a beard, but I just shave all the time now.
Yeah, so this is what I got, brothers. I don't have a mustache, but I got like a goatee like that, literally like that, brothers. I don't want to shave it, man. I feel like it gives me that. Again, so I got like a jawline coming down like that, coming down here. Got my goatee right here, clean shaven. Got my high cheekbones. It gives me some sort of unique look. And again, if I want to shave this off, man, I don't know how. Will women stop checking for me?
I thought you looked.
If you shave it off today, how long would it take to grow back?
Probably like 2 months, bro. Like to get that length, brother. 3 months to get that length, brother. 4 months to get to that length.
If you don't have any plans to travel overseas, shave it off.
Actually, yeah. I mean, what is the argument against it, bro? Like, I'm really trying to think. Like, I'm trying to play devil's advocate right now, and I can't think of one. I mean, unless IP, you're really trying to go back to the dark side and deal with these UK women, right? It don't really make sense. At least this is where you can experiment to see how women, right, react to how you look. But you're not trying to deal with UK women, right? You're not traveling anytime soon. So it literally makes no sense not to do it. This would be the perfect time to do it.
You're right. No, you're right, Jam. That's a great point. The brother here, the big time Brim says, I'm 44 and I constantly date women in their 20s, being muscular bodies. But I'm a cool cap here, man. I'll be real with you. 44, like, come on, man. Like, I don't like.
I mean, is it that
I'm a cool cap here, man. I'm sorry, like 44, just dating women in their 20s, like, nah, bro. I'm a cool cap, man. I'm sorry, I'm a cool cap. The average 44-year-old isn't pulling women in their 20s like that, bro. I'm a cool cap. I'm sorry, man. Like, I feel like a lot of brothers need to realize that, either you're capping or you're in a very unique case here. 44-year-old dudes are not pulling regularly women in their 20s. Maybe one or twice, but regularly in their 20s, bro. I'm a cool cap there, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, there is a male peak here, and I feel like at 44, there'll be some cracks in your face. You definitely gonna look your age, and you're pulling in 20-year-olds regularly, bro. Like, what's your thoughts, brothers?
He said he sent you pictures on Instagram, so
yeah.
And it's not wild to think if you're in this travel lifestyle anyway. It's not out the element, bro.
My thing is this: you got guys like Brandon. What's his name? I'm not gonna say any influence, but there's this one dude. He's like a big Miami streamer, stuff like that. That dude is 40, and his girl's like in her 20s too. But like, I'll be honest, like he's like the outlier.
He's a streamer, bro. He's a millionaire. He's a streamer, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think so. You know what I'm talking? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, him. Yeah, but his looks, bro. He doesn't look that old for his age. He probably looks slightly younger.
He's a streamer, bro. Like we average men, bro. Like
put his name in the backtrack.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know who he is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this brother. Yeah, he's legit. Yeah. Okay, so brother, you're an outlier, bro. I've seen you, bro. Yeah, brother, you're definitely top 1%er, bro. It makes sense how you can pull this easily, but big time rim, the average guy don't look like you, bro. The average guy don't look like you, bro. Brother, you don't even look 44 at all, bro. You look like at least like 33, 32, bro. I keep it a buck. So again, but how many black men at 44 look that young at, look at their 32 at 44? I feel like after 38, black men start to crack. Keep it.
I don't know. I don't think so, man. I mean, like, I feel like we actually age the best of any race. Like, I mean, you're talking about the people who pulled when in their 40s, when in their 20s. Well, my dad actually did that. And when he was in his 40s, like, I got the pictures. he was not tracking at all. And he wasn't even like Looksmaxxing or doing anything like we were doing. He was just living his life. So I feel like if I'm like focused on like taking care of myself in the gym, stuff like that, I'm gonna look even better because he wasn't even trying to look good. It was just him naturally. Like, I don't think, I mean, at the end of the day, it's genetics, but most black people, like, if you keep your hair and you don't get grays, like, you know, as a black man, you can stay looking young, like relative. When I say young, I mean like looking like 20s, early 30s. For some black people until they're like almost 50, bro. Like, I've seen it. Like, it's not like it's. I mean, I'm not saying it's a majority, but it's definitely not uncommon. I would say that. I mean, even my own family, it's like this.
Jam is right. I had my laser hair removed, my first appointment for my laser hair removed on my face, and the woman she was Polish. She thought I was 19 years old. I'm 30 years old. So it's about how you take care of yourself as well, IP. So most of us we don't eat healthy, so it shows on your skin. That's only what we have.
Can you speak on that, Ross? What do you mean laser treatment? What's that for? Like facial hair forever?
No, I was just trying to get the sides removed because I have the ingrown, and then when the ingrown, I have like small purple patches on my skin, so it doesn't look good. So I just wanted to get it completely removed, so my skin could just look smooth again. It's the same one.
I had that issue too. I had that issue too, man. Yeah, it's really annoying.
I also have issues, but I find if I shave with a razor, I tend to get ingrown hairs rather than using a trimmer. But the thing about a trimmer is my shave doesn't last too long.
Yeah, just shave every day. Just do that. Don't risk the razor because like we had the curls where if you go against the grain or you mess up, it'll curl inward, bro. And like that thing is like, especially if you don't do it too quickly, because a lot of people they just forget about it. If you don't get it done, like if you don't take it out like within the first 5 days, it can get inflamed and then it'll just be that way forever. And you got to get like treatment like what Ross is doing right now. I had issues with this before. So like, yeah, just use the electric trimmer. Okay, fine. You gotta shave more often than normal. Like I shave every other day. It's not that big of a deal. It takes less than 5 minutes. You know, just do that as opposed to using, you know, because I mean, at least for me, when I shave with the electric razor, like it looks like I have no hair after I shave. It's not obviously as deep of a shave as the actual like razor, but you don't risk getting the ingrown hairs because with our curly hair pattern, ingrown hairs are much more common for us than anyone else because our hair doesn't grow straight.
Yeah, I think unfortunately the other day I shaved like a razor. I got some spots that come up on my chin, on my flipping cheeks, bro, and it's taking some time to go away. I put some salicylic acid tonight to make sure it goes down. But I normally do use like electric razors. But the thing is, right, you got to do it like every day or every other day. It's annoying, man. As opposed to like a trimmer to a razor where it's like more clean shaven and there's no bed patches all over your face. It's annoying, man. Like, but you have to use an electric razor to avoid like ingrown hair and spots. Damn, life of a black man, huh?
Your IP, you might want to like go and get someone to like pull that out because like if you have spots, what's probably happening is you have an ingrown hair, and that's not just gonna go away. Like because the hair it grows in itself and it grows inside. And so that's not going to just go away. Now, you using salicylic acid, that's good because it's going to open your pores, so it can be easier for you to take it out. But you're going to have to actually pull that ingrown hair out. Otherwise, it's going to get inflamed. And you're going to have the issue that Ross has.
I know, so brother. So basically, you know, it's on my upper cheek, so it's nowhere near my beard, bro. Just in my upper cheek, and I think it's just like it's just like mini spots, and I wonder if it's like. So what's that?
Is it just essentially a normal pimple?
Yeah, it's pimples, bro. Yeah. How do I get rid of it? Is that like leave it for a couple of days? These pimples? Black night.
I recently got a spot on my forehead. I don't know. Usually when I get spots on my forehead and acne shots, I find eating a lot of probiotics tends to help me personally.
Okay, so I've got like Paula's Choice exfoliant, like like BHA, AHA, Black Knight. Would that work?
With time, nothing immediate.
With time.
And I
so I'm never.
And I also
You like
prefer those
what?
pimple patches.
Pimple patches.
Yes.
Okay. Pimple patches. You might send it to me on that on Instagram, please.
Okay.
Yo, also, IP, do you use sunscreen like regularly?
Every day, bro.
Okay, because that's good. Because when you're using that salicylic acid, it basically like destroys the armor around your skin. So usually you want to use that sunscreen.
Yeah. I don't use sunscreen. Like I feel like I should be using that, right? Like I don't know. I've never felt the need. Like I always thought it was just like a Caucasian thing, because like we don't, because we're black, we don't really have to worry about that. But apparently, like, you actually do suffer skin damage. But like I said, like my whole family doesn't use it, and we all have like I guess I'm just lucky, but we don't really have any skin issues. Like I don't deal with pimples, I don't deal with any of that stuff. So I'm like, is it really necessary? Like I don't know. Like, would it help with the aging thing? I don't really do any of that stuff. I just kind of go out. Like, but it is really hot here in Vietnam. So like maybe I should be using sunscreen. What do you guys think?
You absolutely should, because like there's this misconception that we do not have to use sunscreen, but it really damages our skin even if we're pigmented or heavily pigmented. So we need to put sunscreen. And you have to think in a sense of, if we age well by just not doing anything, imagine how much better we'd age in our 50s if we took care of our skin as well. So that's the way I see it.
And
Because
it also depends on your skin tone too. I'm more of a lighter hue, so I tend to get dark during the summer.
Yeah, I'm a dark skinned brother. That's why I don't really be, and I don't really worry about being too dark. Like I don't really care about that. I don't care about my shades. So I'm out. Like I always felt like people did that just to be honest with you. I always felt like the reason why black people wore sunscreen was like a vanity thing. They didn't want to be too dark, but I never cared about being dark. So that's why I didn't do it. But now I'm understanding there's other reasons for it. In fact, I was just talking to my girl about this the other day. Apparently they said like if you're dark like us, like it's like the equivalent of having like SPF like 9 or 12. You know what I mean? Just having our skin. So, I mean, that does provide some protection, but it's not like SPF 30 or SPF 50. So, like, maybe I'll have to start doing that. You guys apply. The thing I'm afraid about is that I just don't like using these things on because I'm like when you have these chemicals on your skin all day, like, are you sure it's safe? Like,
there's
like,
two
I don't
types
know.
of
Like,
sunscreens. There's mineral sunscreen and there's also chemical sunscreen. So try the mineral sunscreen, but the issue with those are it makes you look white for some reason because of the mineral.
I mean, you could get some without like any what I think white cast, is that what they call it?
Yeah. But white cast is caused from the mineral sunscreen, and the chemical sunscreen has its own issues too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I even learned from the sunscreen. When I'm in the sun, I have to apply it every 2 hours. So these are crazy things.
After you take a shower and go swimming.
Mm.
And it's preferably it's better to start young.
Yeah, exactly. So
every 2 hours you got to put on sunscreen.
Yeah, you put on. Yeah, you have to reapply it. These are things that are really important, IP, because you want to be like big time Brim, where you're 45 and you look like you're 29, you're 31 years old. It's important to do that now.
Damn. So I put on sunscreen. I put on sunscreen every morning, right? Every morning, right? So you tell me every 2 hours I go put on like sunscreen top up every 2 hours throughout the day. Interesting.
But, the thing is, let's say you're going to the office today. You put sunscreen in the morning, and then once you leave in the office for lunchtime, you put sunscreen again, and then again once you go home. Essentially,
is it just one pump?
Depends. If you just put it on your face, it should be 1 or 2 pumps. If you include your arms, that's additional pumps.
Just think of it in a sense of if you're outside. Bro.
So every time you go outside, reapply.
You're right. Yeah, these are things that are very important. Shout out to Kevin Wilson for the support. Appreciate you, bro. Face and body makes a man, not clothes and shoes. That's a black reality. I definitely agree. How much water did you drink, IP? I tend to drink between 2 liters, I say 1 liter to 2 liters a day, bro. I have been drinking 3 recently, but on average, it's mostly like 1.5 liters, bro.
Yeah, it's light work.
What's that, Jam?
It's light work. I'll be drinking like a gallon a day.
Yeah.
There's also
bro.
quality of water. There's also quality of water. So if we get into the pH level of water, so that's a different conversation, because the ones we get from the bottle are really low anyway. So
do you drink tap water in Vietnam, Jam, or do you have like a Brita filter?
No. I don't even drink tap water in the States, bro. And it's always bottled water, bro. They come in like 1.5 bottles, so I'll usually have around 2 to 3 of those a day.
there is scientifically there is an excess where you drink too much water. So I don't know about a gallon. So I just wanted to ask Jam about that.
It's a gallon a day. It's not like I get that. Like if you drink too much in one sitting, but it's a gallon a day. So it's not like I'm chugging a gallon all at once, right? Okay. It's throughout the 16 hours I'm awake, you know? So.
Right.
So Jam, you buy water every day. Is that expensive?
No, bottled water is super cheap here. So like, let me do a conversion. But you can get bottled water for like what, 8,000 or 9,000 dong. So per each, right? You buy in bulk. That's about maybe 33 cents. So like about a third of a dollar. Yeah, it's very cheap. Yeah. So you don't. So it's very cheap to drink water. It's not like how it is in the U.S. where you're spending a massive amount of money for water. The water is very cheap, and they come like it's really 1.5 liters. So even if you don't want to be like me, you don't want to be drinking a gallon. If you just want to do like what IP is doing, you just drink cause I do think 1.5 liters is sufficient. But the problem with me is that I run every day, and I'll just drink 1.5 liters just from running alone, because I'll lose a lot of water by running because I run an hour. So, but if you're just like IP and you're not doing as much cardio, yeah, it's literally 33 cents a day for the water. So it's actually very cheap here.
Okay, so let me ask brothers, right? When women always ask you, or mostly ask you, how old are you? Is that a good or bad thing? Does she think you're really old, or does she think you're really young? Or is she trying to gauge if you are, let's say, dating material? I want to know your thoughts.
Bro, that's just a normal question. That's just a question that everyone asks. Like, it's one of the very first questions people are going to ask, because it tells, and this is the reason I don't like to use it. This is what I was saying before, I was alluding to earlier about the whole age thing. It tells them how they're going to treat you and all stuff like that. So like, if they're with you, because I was dealing with this the other day, now obviously I'm taken, right? But I was in a social function with these girls, and they weren't actually Vietnamese girls. They were actually Arab chicks. But I could tell the one Arab girl was feeling me, right? But then she asked me how old I was. Right. And I'm like, okay, so I already know where this is going. And one, I didn't know how old she was. Right. And she was actually older than I thought. She wasn't a young person, but she looked good for her age. You would never guess, right, that she was older, especially the way she acted as well. But the thing is, when a girl asks you that, right, what it is they're going to gauge, right, how they should treat you based off your age. It's just unfortunate, but it's the truth. Right. Like if you say, like, if she thinks you're young 20s, right, you can get away with a lot more stuff than you can get away with in your 30s. Like I've dealt with this before, right, where, a girl, she meets me, and then if she thinks I'm older, because sometimes I'll just cap on the age. Sometimes I'll cap. In fact, you know what? Honestly, sometimes, and this might sound like a cheat code, but I really be doing this. Sometimes I'll cap and I'll say I'm 10 years older, right, just to get the reaction. Because the thing is, right, your looks, right, obviously that matters too. But then, like, I also feel like, and you let me know what you think about this IP, but I also feel like girls also are like more impressed when you look good, when they're like, okay, this is someone I could be with, and they find out that you're older, because then it's like you pass the test of time. Because like it's easy to look good, everyone to look good when they're in their 20s, obviously, because that's like the peak time. But then if you're like, what's his name, the big man dude, right, and you're 44, looking like you're late 20s, early 30s, like women like that even more, because they're like, okay, so this dude, he is like he is selected, like his genetics it's past the test of time. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that from women when they're like, oh no, you're this, no way. And I'll like cab. I have a really good cab face to see it, and then I could tell they like respect, right, the fact that I look so young when I'm quote unquote older, even though I'm not that much older. Right? I'm just capping. I just want to see what they say. And the reason I use 10 years is because it's easy. When they say the whole year, like it's easy. You just add or you subtract, right, the year. It's not. If you do like 7 years, you got to do math. You know what I mean? So you got to be quick with it. So, but I do this just for experimentation, because I want to see how they react. So it is true that they respect your looks more when you're older, because then they're like, okay, he looks this good and he's this old. Wow. But then also, you have the negative effect or they expect more out of you because you're older. You know what I mean? Like you piss them off, be like, "Oh, you're this person, man. You're doing this." Like you'll like these girls will use your age against you. Like they'll like you for it, and then if you piss them off, then they'll use age against you. So it's like a double-edged sword.
What age did you tell that trick you, Jam?
Say it again.
What age did you tell that trick you were?
Oh, I don't know. With the Arab girl, I told her my actual age. I didn't cap. You know, but I was trying to tell you because I was like, when you said the whole like when a girl asks you age, like how do you deal with that? I was like laughing. I was chuckling at myself because I had a similar situation like just now. You know what I mean? But I thought this girl was like young. Like the way this girl was acting, she was acting like she was like a college student. You know what I mean? So I thought she was young. You know, but then I found out she actually wasn't that young. She was actually within my age range. So it didn't end up being a problem. But in case like let's say she was 19, right? You know. Then you know, if I say my age, it might have been a problem. Even though I'm Gen Z, like I'm still whatever. But my whole point is, you know, the age gap is bigger, especially when you're younger. They perceive age gaps as bigger. Like if you're 35, if you're like a 35-year-old woman dating someone that's 45, that's not that big of a deal. But if you're 20 dating someone that's 30, they perceive that age gap to be very huge when you're younger. You know what I mean? So the younger you are, the bigger that age gap actually matters for them. So that's so in that case, it didn't actually hurt me because she was actually older than I thought she was. But like, let's say she was what I thought she was like 19, it could have, you know, went differently. So I know what you mean by that, IP. Like I understand the struggle with that. I just try to avoid it as much as possible, but sometimes it's just unavoidable.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I feel like you have to, if you're gonna be successful dating a younger woman, you're gonna have things going for you, like whether it's assets in the background growing, whether it's multiple houses or great job, and there's also a part where a woman might feel like, oh, that's too much of a big age gap for her, you know, I shouldn't go any further. Like it's just messed up because like for men, right, we need time to like build our wealth, man. We need time to like, you know, accomplish things. Whereas women, they're born with status, they're born with beauty. We as men have to work towards gaining assets. So it's not fair where they judge men, oh, you're older, age gaps, right? But listen, we have to work to build where we are right now. It takes time for men to build status, whereas women are born with status, you know?
IP again, it's like, where are you talking about? Are you talking about the West or the countries guys travel to? Because I don't see
anywhere in general, bro. Anywhere in general, bro. I'll be real with you. Like I've seen some videos in the Philippines where women have said that, oh, they want their guy that's much older than her. I saw that one in the other day. She was 21, 22. She said that max is 25, 26. We're seeing these kind of discussions happening abroad, okay, again, social media, westernization. So I'm trying to make sure brothers are hip to the game, bro. They're hip. That's what's going on, bro.
IP, we know they say one thing, but in reality, it's a different thing. Especially if you're in front of their face, you don't look like anyone in their country. You're from a wealthier country. You're a different type of dude. You think she's really going to hold you to that 26?
Yeah, I agree with Ross here because I've experienced this. I mean, especially with the Philippines, like, yeah, the age thing really don't matter in the Philippines. But then even here, where I think in Vietnam, the age thing does matter more. If you look the part, it really don't matter because I had this issue with my girl right now because she was like, oh, I never, you know, she said the same thing. She said, oh, I never dated someone who was like, you know, this many years older than me, and I'm older than her in that. And I was like, I thought you said you want to do that, you know. So the thing is, right, as long as the desire is there, bro, all these quote unquote rules they make for themselves, it just don't matter. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. So like if you look the part, bro, like this whole thing of like, okay, she would have been like, okay, maybe I would have never dated, I would never date someone who's 35, and then she sees you, and then she sees IP's jawline, all right, and then she's like, all right, you know what, maybe I'll consider it, you know. So. Just like maybe you might say, oh, I only want to date young girls, right? And then you see a girl who's like 27, but she's bad. She's super bad, and she has everything else that you want. The only thing is that she's 27. You know, are you going to say no to that? I mean, maybe you will, but other people will fold. So it really just comes down to, you know, you looking the part for the lady. That I agree with Ross wholeheartedly.
Right, perfect stream. We have around, I'll give it until 8 more minutes, 10 more minutes max before we end the stream. We'll go for 3 hours, but this has been a great discussion so far. A lot of self-improvement talk, I think, that is also important in your fruits, your vegetables, in your proteins, your fiber as well. Fiber, very important, brothers, get their fiber in as well. Fiber, make sure that you're passing the food out properly. Fiber is important, brothers. Like, don't sleep on that, man.
One thing people sorry to cut you off, Jam, but one thing people don't talk about, which Jam touched on, honestly, is like testosterone, man. Like that stuff, especially when you're coming up as a younger person, like it helps like every aspect of your life. The way your face looks, the way it's structured, the more dimorphic you are, so the more manlier you look. Like it could help with like hairline and stuff like that. I'm not trying to like encourage like people to go on supplements, but the guy I was talking to you about, IP, like the dude who specializes in like black skincare, that dude, once he hopped on testosterone, his lower third of his jaw like literally improved, not to mention that his hairline like got more square and stuff like that. So in which touches on the age thing, right? Usually like when women ask for your age, it could be because you look a lot more manlier than other dudes. Like if you look like some freaking black superhero like an Aaron Pierre or like a Jordan Calloway, they're gonna ask you, oh shoot, like how old are you? Because even though Jordan Calloway, he's a young man and stuff like that, dude, let's be honest, he's so developed to the fact facially that he doesn't look like these average guys. So they would assume, oh shoot, it must be the age.
Okay, so what foods boost testosterone naturally? I don't want to go on no chemicals or that stuff like pills. There'll be foods that naturally boost testosterone.
Actually, the thing that boosts your testosterone the most, and it sounds funny, like it sounds like it's cat, but it's actually serious. Is literally just doing manly stuff. All right, let me use the euphemism. Just doing manly stuff, like anything that's considered manly, like lifting weights, bro. Actually, like having intercourse, actually, has been known to boost testosterone. Like literally anything that you consider manly, right, is just boost testosterone. So lifting weights, right? Adrenaline-seeking stuff, intercourse, all these things that essentially we associate with being a man, literally just boost testosterone, like all these things. I mean, foods can help somewhat, but for the most part, it's going to be lifestyle that is going to help you the most to boost your testosterone.
No, you're right. Especially now that getting boxed, very important. And so I'll fix that in terms of like getting that drive again. But yeah, I feel you, brother. I feel you. Okay, so what about growing hair? How can you encourage that naturally? Growing hair, brothers. Crazy. Do you have any idea? It's obviously, Jan will say hair transplant or finasteride, but let's say they want to use chemicals. How can you grow it naturally?
Then you're done, pretty much. Like, I mean, hair is genetics. But hair is one of those things where, I'm fortunate because my dad still has a full head of hair, and he's an older dude. On my mom's side, though, it's a little bit more tricky. So but I would say if you're in a family, right, where you're prone to balding, because that is the one thing that can age you more than anything else, bro, is you losing your hair. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I met people where they lost their hair in their early 20s, and then immediately they look 30 plus just because they don't have hair. And it's like, I think more than anything else, bro, more than anything else, you want to keep your hair. And look, I know there's people who are bald, right? And I don't want to upset people, but the thing is, that is one of the things that women immediately say they don't want in a man. They'll say bald, like it's an insult. It is what it is, And so if I'm like an earlier man, the best thing you really do is prevention, because once you have it, there's not really much you can do to stop and reverse. I mean, there's a couple things, but with banging results. But the best thing is really just prevention, and that's why, I would say, I would say try finasteride, right? If if you notice that you have baldness in your family, because you want to prevent, yourself from getting to a point where you can't come back. Now, if you're already balding, right, then I would look into hair transplants. I would look into that. I mean, the good thing about having our hair is that our hair is very curly, so it actually requires less hair per square inch. I don't know. I mean, this is just what I've heard, but it requires less hair, right, for us to cover it than other people because our hair is curly. It kind of makes sense that way. So I would look into that because, dude, I'm telling you, I've seen people, their lives just changed when they got their hair back. Like, it's like literally their hair was the only thing that was holding them back. So yeah, I mean, even like there's this, I forgot the actor on that 70s, Ashton Kutcher or whatever. Like he went on that. He went on the hair thing. I think he went on the stronger form. I don't think he went on finaster. I think he went on the other thing. But he did that in order to keep his hair. And he had to eventually get off of that because he wanted to have kids and stuff like that. But yeah, I would just say do whatever you need to do, like minoxidil, whatever. Maybe if you don't want to do that, try minoxidil, but do things that are going to keep yourself, even if you already have like a strong hairline. You know what I mean? Like I already got a strong hairline, but I personally, take folate and things like that to make sure my hair stays strong because I don't want to wait until I start noticing this. So there's supplements you can take. Like you can take like something like folate, B6, like things like that. Right. And then also we can do that I personally use, right, as a form of prevention is that you can have like these shampoos or these conditioners, right, which are like known as like DHT blockers. Now, this only matters, right, if your skin is sensitive to DHT, because that's what actually causes baldness, right, is the chemical DHT. But, whether your skin is sensitive, whether your hair is sensitive to it, is genetics, right? But the thing is, you don't really know until it happens. So instead of me waiting, right, because I have a full of hair, I want to keep it. Instead of me waiting, I'm just using DHT blockers from the beginning. You know what I mean? So that way I can maintain whatever I have. I don't want to wait until I see recession and then try to start. I want to just keep what I have like this. So ever since I've been hearing about this, and people, their struggles or whatever, like I don't even want to start. Like now, if I did lose hair, that is probably the one surgery that I would be willing to do is do a hair transplant because one, it's relatively low risk. Like it's pretty low risk. Like most people, in fact, most of your celebrities have done this. I mean, Kanye West has done this. Like you look up like celebrity hair transplants, whatever. There's like a website. All these people have done this. Conor McGregor, all these people do this, right? They won't tell you, but they do it. I mean, even Floyd Mayweather did it. He's still trying to lie and pretend like he just had hair the entire time. It's hilarious. And you have to really think about it. Like it's Floyd Mayweather, right? Everyone knows who Floyd Mayweather is. 15-0, the greatest boxer of our generation, and even he felt the need to get a hair transplant. But they just let you know how important hair is. You know what I'm saying? So I would just, like I said, I would just do prevention. Now, if you're a person where you have just slight recession, right? Even with slight recession, I would look into maybe, seeing what that hair transplant can do. Like if you can just get a normal hairline, right? Because I'm telling you, bro, when you have like a normal hairline, like a 20-year-old looking hairline, right? That is what makes you look young the most, more than anything else. Like once you start to recess in your hair, it don't matter how good you have everything else, that hair is going to be a sign of you looking older. It's just unfortunate, but it's true, So, I mean, I'm fortunate in the sense that at least on my dad's side of the family and so far all my people that are around me, we don't have any issues with our hair. But the second you start to get the McDonald's look or whatever, yeah, you start to age. So I would just do all these preventative measures, like take the B folate, do DHT blockers. Like you can look this up. There's like conditioners and shampoos that have this naturally. So you could do that. Even use minoxidil, right? Even if you don't have any recession. Like I have no problems with my hair whatsoever, but I don't know now because I've been doing this for a couple of years now. I don't know if it's just because I'm genetics, right? Because I mean, I think it probably is because cousins of mine don't have this issue. So, and I don't think they do this, but the thing is, I'm not willing to risk not maintaining this routine because I want to be like my dad and have the same hairline I had when I was 20, when I'm 60,
Can you spell B folate in the private chat, please? I don't know what that is. Thank you, John.
I'm just reading the comments, and there's a guy Cece talking about black men pull off a bold look well, and he's mentioning Morris Chestnut and Tyson Beckford. These are good looking guys. They can get women
famous
bold.
too.
Yeah, they can get
famous
women,
too.
They can get women bold, and they'll get a lot more with hair on. Because I tell you this, when I was younger, I used to keep my hair, so much hair on top of my head, right? A mini fro. Well, a mini fro, let me just put it like that, right? And so the amount of compliments I would get from women and the amount of choosing signals and just easy out dating was just having hair on your head, because it's just scientifically proven that more women women view hair as masculine. So as you keep on your head, right? But me personally, I like a bald head. For me, it looks good to me personally, but I don't get the same amount of attention and as a baldy as I do with hair on my head. So you have to keep your hair on your head, even if you don't like it.
Ross, I'm so glad you said this because this is the exact same experience that I had. Even my girl's the same way. Like my girl, because I can do the situation where if I want to rock not a baldy, but like a low 1, 2.
Yeah.
I have a way where I can manipulate my hair to do that. Like I'll literally just, I'll just put gel in my hair. I'll wear a do rag, and I'll literally just press my hair down so that it looks like I have a 1. You know what I mean? So I can literally pick out my hair and I'll have a flat top, or I can compress my hair down and it'll look like I have a 1. Or like a 2, you know what I mean? So I can rock either look. And she much prefers me with the flat top. They always prefer when you have more hair. It's like a sign of like futility, you know what I mean? And then these people, this is what I'm saying. This is why I just like this channel, because I just feel like, and look, I get it. If I was bald, I'd be coping too, bro. But like this is all just cope. When they say, oh, okay, is it true that black men rock bald, the bald look better than every other race? Yeah, that is true, but it's still a negative. It's not a positive to be bald. It's still negative. It might be less bad for you than if you were like Indian or Asian. Sure, that is true, but it's still a negative. It's not a positive to be bald. You know what I'm saying? And then they use these people, like for example, Amber Rose, right? She looks great bald. Like I mean, I'll still hit that bald, but she would look better with hair.
Exactly.
Like all these people you're talking about, yeah, they might still look good bald because they're just objectively attractive people, but they would still look better with hair. So in other words, hair is still a plus. Even with Amber Rose, great, best looking bald chick that I know, still would prefer her with hair. So it's just like, look, now if you're already bald, right, then you got to rock with what Mother Nature gave you. But what I'm saying is that if you're not there yet, right, or you're on the periphery, right, do things to keep your hair as long as possible. Because I'm telling you, that is the number one thing more than anything else. Your hair is the number one thing that's going to dictate, your age. You got Disney stars. I forgot, like the dude on Hannah Montana, the brother. He was playing a teenager and he was in his mid-30s. Same thing with that guy Crowder dude, because they all had full head of hair. Now, do you think he could play that teenager if he didn't have the hair like that? No. So it's like, you want to keep your hair. You want to keep your hair as long as possible, preferably forever. Ronald Reagan. Be like, you want to be like Ronald Reagan.
I don't want to interrupt. There's also a demographic thing. So there was the dating YouTuber Austin Dunham. I think he did the dating app test where he made himself bald, and he wanted to see his results. He got more matches with black women than he ever did when he had hair. And so with that, it works with certain demographics, but the bald head look for us wouldn't work with other races of women too. So it's
facts. Facts. Can you take a supplement in the private chat, Jan, please? To be whatever, be fuller, so I can check that out. Thank you. Just don't forget, please. So carry on, Ross.
No, so I'm just saying, like, most black men are around black women. So I understand where these guys are coming from, where they think it doesn't hurt, but that's just their opinion. Just find out when you try with other demographics, they don't like the bald head look. It only works if you're a good looking dude. I put it like that. That's why I can get away with it. But I know I get more results with hair on my head. So I just grow my hair out when I'm out on the broad. So
Ross, I agree with you. I prefer the flat head. One, it's just easier to maintain. You know what's funny? My dad, he rocks a bald look, but he has a full head of hair. He can just grow it easily. So when he used to take me to the barbershop, they'd always see him bald, and they thought he was just bald. And then one day he was on a trip, and so he came back. He didn't shave his head yet. So he came back, he had a full head of hair. And they were like, yeah, what the? They didn't notice him with, like, they never seen my dad with hair before, because my dad would always rock the bald look. And then, they were like looking at him like, and he was like, okay, yeah, I know I didn't shave my head yet. Like, he's thinking like his hair looks bad, but they're just surprised he was able to grow hair. He had a full head of hair. And they were like, wait, so hold up. You're like, that's literally what they said, which I died laughing when they said it. But they said, yo, you're bald by choice. Like, who would do that? Like, essentially, like, come on, it's obviously better to have hair than to be bald. But I guess in my dad's case, he's already married to my mom. So, and it's just easier for him to maintain, right, a bald look than for him to, because once you have hair, you got to comb it out. There's way more work. Our hair requires a lot more, right, work. You know what I mean? So for him, he just saves a bald because he's not looking for women anymore. He's already married. But I mean, let's just be real. Especially the other thing is that this is the one thing that we have that no other race of women, of men has. Like, we have completely different hair. So a lot of women like that hair look. They play with my hair. They're like, oh, like they want to see what it's like. I mean, they like that. So I mean, when you're bald, you're actually taking away one of the unique things about being a black man when you're dealing with women of other races.
That's a fact. And IP even spoke on the subject when he was in Japan on his Patreon, that the Japanese girls there, they like the locks, the long locks there. You did speak on that, and like the lock style and all of that. Yeah, exactly. So it's a demographic thing. It's safer to keep hair on your head. I'll tell you that.
All right, awesome conversation. I think Black Knight, you want to chime in, Black Knight?
No, I have a question for Jam. What about those brothers with big foreheads?
I mean, what do you mean? You mean like, should they go bald or should they rock a hair, or should they rock hair? Is that what you're saying?
Because if you grow out your hair long enough, it might cover the big forehead. But as you get older, you can't really have a afro like that and be professional.
Yeah, I think that's changing. Like, see, that was a big reason, because I always wanted dreads, but I never got that because of the whole, like, when we grew up, it was like, you could only rock like either a flat cut or an afro or maybe like a flat top. That was it. Those were only professional looks. If you did anything else, it was considered unprofessional. So even though I wanted dreads, I was pretty much told if I get dreads, I'm never going to get a good job. So I never got that. But that is definitely changing now. You're seeing people, brothers with all different styles in professional, like, situations. Like, so I don't think the whole, like, oh, if you rocking quote unquote crazy hair, like when you rock big hair, that it's gonna deter you from certain positions. I just don't. I think that's a thing of the past. I don't think you need to worry about that anymore. I personally don't worry about that anymore. I grow out my hair.
I think it's still a thing, although it probably you don't get as much discrimination as you did a couple years ago. But I still think it's still a thing, personally.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't let that stop you.
Okay, let's go for last questions or statements. Okay, so Mr. Ross, do you have any closing questions or statements, bro?
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay, thank you, bro. Jam, do you have any closing questions or statements?
Nah.
Okay, awesome. So thank you for all those who called in. Thank you for the support, for the super chats throughout tonight, brothers. Much appreciated. Hope you have a great weekend ahead, and we shall speak very soon. Join the Patreon. There'll be some intel dropping in the coming days on the Patreon. So join the Patreon, and I'll see you brothers on the next video. Peace out.